What is happening? And welcome to your Thursday Night Delight. I, of course, am one of your hosts, Sean the Right Way. And joining me tonight, probably my favorite person in the Lego community, a dear friend and a straight up G. Look at him over there having a great time. Of course, I'm talking about the one and only, the legendary Shy Time is My Time. And tonight, we're going to talk about some collecting rules, some rails we try to set for ourselves, because otherwise we would try to collect and buy everything. Tips, tricks, all the above. And most importantly, I want to hear from you, the Girth Gang, on your collecting rules if you have any. Or is it a free-for-all? That's okay too, because we are a couple of brickheads. Yeah. Time to fly. Shy is such a better dancer. Everybody just watch him. Don't watch me. Get it. It is a couple of brickheads coming to you live this Thursday, January 20. What are we at? The 25th.
Yeah.
I say this all the time, Shy, but come on. January's already gone. Give me a friggin' break here. I mean,
Dude, it's Feb in like 5 days or 6 days. That was quick. I like 2024 is gonna go by fast.
Yeah.
Calling it.
It is, man. And no shortage of news, of course, in this Lego world for 2024. I was just seeing as I was coming on a crazy work day, Shy. I was sick pretty much the entire week, getting caught up on stuff. I want to talk about whatever this Bricklink thing is everybody's upset about. I don't know if you have the Cliff's notes of that, but
No, I don't. I've been trying to like figure it out. I just been going on a lot. It looks like a lot of the people who are like Bricklink sellers are like really pissed off. You know what I mean? But
from what I heard, it's like there's, and I'm gonna butcher this, but like apparently they're maybe simplifying some of the part names. So if it's like hat, it's just hat and not hat with
brim
on it.
Hat.
Yeah, like they're eliminating some of the. I think I tried, dude. I went to a few forums and I was like between work. So hopefully someone in the Girth Gang here, and actually Tyler will be joining us as well. I bet he knows because
yeah, he's the one that he sells, so he can definitely download it with everything.
My whole relationship with Bricklink is I've done it a few times. I've hit up Shy a few times on like what to do with it and all that. It takes forever. And I'm like, I've done a few things there. I'm not a mocker. So like, I'm like, I feel bad for everyone else if they're disappointed or whatever, but like,
I don't know. I shop on Bricklink like all the time. I just got a few orders in like 2 days ago. It makes no difference to me. Hold on. My son's like ripping through. Hold on.
Do your thing. Yeah. So if somebody in the chat can give us like, if possible, a two sentence synopsis, we can weigh in on it, because I know it's like the hot thing. I honestly didn't have time to get to it today, but I know it's a thing. So yeah, as mentioned, Tyler will be joining the broadcast here in just a bit, but we're excited to have Shy here. I want to welcome the one and only, the legendary Girth Gang into the house tonight. How you guys doing? You probably noticed that Brent is not here, but he is in the chat. So definitely say hello to Brent. Give him some dubs. He's taking a well-deserved family vacay. This dude, we don't talk about it a lot. I hope he doesn't mind, but Brent has been just straight grinding. Shy, I don't know if you're hearing all this, but like Brent's taking a well-deserved vacation.
I mean, everyone needs a little mental and physical break every now and then.
But like, he was pulling the double duty. He had to, work in the 2 gigs for like the last 90, 120 days, being a dad to 2 kids, doing this thing, so I'm happy for him. So Brent, wherever you are in your drive, I think, down to where you're going.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Shout out to Brent out there in the chat, and no promises, but if possible, maybe we can get a live look. You know what I mean? That'd be interesting. See what he's doing.
Is he there already, or he's driving there?
He's on the way, I think.
Okay. Or flying there. I don't know.
I think drive. I'm not. I don't
That's
know.
a long drive.
Yeah, it is. No clues to where it is. But yeah, guys, just want to get this thing rolling. Real quick programming note. Apparently, per our friend the Lego CPA, there is a brand new membership giveaway tool in YouTube. Now, I would have never seen this if it wasn't for the CPA, because I do this show from StreamYard. I don't really go in there, but tonight I'm going to go in there, and apparently we can hand out a couple of free monthly memberships to some of the Girth Gang out there. So look for that tonight. We'll be handing some of those out. Pretty cool. That's awesome to be able to gift somebody that stuff. And I think that release just happened a day or two. He's on top of all this stuff. I'm just coming off as like the oldest man ever so far on this thing.
I mean,
like,
guess we'll find out right now.
These newfangled kids, these new tools, and yeah, Bricklink's going down. What is a Bricklink? Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get.
Oh, we got Brent in the chat. There he is. Look at him.
There's Brent. We're gonna have to like shout him out now too, because we're gonna be talking to the one and only
Girth Gang. Girth.
All right, boys. Buckle in. We have a fun show with Shy Time tonight.
So damn girthy.
Let's get some shout outs going for the Girth Gang. Let's go all the way to the beginning. First comment of the night goes to Dave Bricks, representing the Pre-Play Gang, channel member as well.
Yo.
Easy channel member in the house. Fabu Brick showing up nice and early. Good to see you, bud.
Girth Gang.
Stud Lake in the house.
Girth.
Lego CPA. I mean, just guys, in addition to financial advice, I don't know. He's trying to give away money. He's giving away memberships, but you know, it's fun.
Wait, how do I get money?
We got Shreddy here. Let's see. We got channel member just bricking around. If you're on the YouTube feed, you can hopefully see all his emojis and all that stuff. We got Cooper. We got Phoenix Flame in the house. We got Logs in the house. Logan Wyman. You went to the Nobes. He got some stuff. Very exciting. We got Timmy hanging out. Timmy, little Timmy, part of the Pre-Play Gang. Brickman USA. What is going on? We got Walter. How you doing? Good to see you, bud. I was just watching the show we did a few months ago. It was a fun time. We got Anonymous in the house. How was your big day after the stream? Good. I had a nice birthday. And thank you guys so much, man. Last week was really, I should have started with that, but that was really special, man. I was absolutely floored for at least a day and a half, showing everybody. I'm like, look, how do you check this out? Showing my daughter. She's like, that's great, Dad. All right. We got Darth Ostiff. Oh, now he's Ostiff's Bricks. Okay. Channel member. Big time player over here. We got Devin Reinvented. Hyped to see Shy back. We're always hyped to see Shy back. Are you kidding me? I mean, come on. We got Calvin in the house. We got extra bricks. What's going on? Work. Putting in that work. Joseph Nallis. Who else we got? We got the Brick Enforcer. I'm going to do a couple more, guys. If I don't get to you, again, you know the rules. You make that heater comment, we pull it up. That's how it works. Ostiff with a super already, right off the rip.
Wait, did you say Macro? You skipped him.
Where is Macro? Macro's here?
Yeah, he's up there.
Oh, God. Where's Macro?
Right next to Work, in between Dave and Work.
No way. Macro Bricks is in the house. Sorry, Macro. I'm going to leave you on for 5 seconds because of that blatant disrespect. More than that. Deserves more than that. Macro Bricks. And by the way, he's back streaming, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to see what I consider a cool build stream, I don't do build streams, but Macro's got one of the cooler ones out there. We got Drew Bricks in the house. Good to see you, bud. Riley Mims. Again, if I miss you guys, I don't mean to. We got channel member Papa Rex in the house. Anthony, channel member in the house. Got Matt in the house. And of course, Brent. True Squadron. What's going on?
Yo.
Eli Kip. The legend. Order 66 in the house. Jake's Bricks and Picks. And I think I'm just about caught up. And if I missed you, I'm sorry. But I think like playing it 4 or 5 times is the limit. Shy, I might need to get the extended remix of the Girth Gang anthem. Now,
I mean,
Shy,
I'm
yeah,
happy that you're still doing that, man. Like shouting out the like, no matter how big the stream gets, no matter how big the show gets, you take the time to shout out like, as many people as you can in the chat.
yeah, I try, man. No, thank you. And this is what I want to say to you is you've been around pretty much from, if not day one, certainly a couple months max. And you were in there when we're like, all right, thanks. Steve Macro's been around, but like Steve, Dave, Macro, and you usually if you weren't on, it's Shy time. Thanks, guys. Let's get rolling.
And now it's like a mission.
Yeah, it's like so it is cool. It is not the only reason I don't do all of it is because I feel like maybe some people are like, let's get this going. I don't know, gang. You tell me. Do you want us to take more time with the shout outs? We will. My goal in this thing is I don't ever want you guys to be bored. So that's why I'm like, is that enough? Is that too many? Is it the right amount? Hoarder's been around since the beginning. Yes, and I don't mean to slight anybody who's been around from the beginning.
The OG gang, man.
You know who you are. You guys have been around since the start. So shout out to you, of course, always, obviously. But yeah, man. Maybe I need to scroll back up, but we can talk about this Bricklink thing. But
yeah, there's a couple people that were throwing up exactly what it entails, and yeah, exactly what you just said earlier. It looks like they're streamlining different parts into more simplistic terms that people can understand. I mean, in general, the whole thing needs like an overhaul to make it more simple, but a lot of people that have a lot of people in the community that have used it are kind of used to it, and there is a little bit of a learning curve, but once you're past that learning curve, it's fine. Okay. So
this is, in your opinion, based on what we've just seen, is this largely like clickbait, you think? I mean, it'll have an impact, but is it the gloom and doom that it's being presented as?
Nah, I think it'll be fine. It's not like it's Lego. I know Lego owns Bricklink, but Bricklink it's its own entity. So we all know that Lego themselves are pretty much horrible with tech, to include their own website. So I don't think any input they put in is going to be any impactful whatsoever.
Well, the first headline I saw, they're like, Bricklink's changing forever. I'm like, good.
Why? Okay, so do you have a hard time like navigating through it with things? Let's say you need this one part. Let me just okay, fine. Wild style. Can you find wild style in Bricklink if you're just going to go on to Bricklink?
Do you want to
no, I'm not trying to test it. I'm just kidding. Like, can you do
let's do it though. I love when stuff like this breaks out. Girth Gang, I'm going in. Hold on a second. Let me I'm pulling up Bricklink. I want to see. Let's see how user friendly the legendary Bricklink is.
Oh no, you know what? Let's make it more complicated. Yeah. Find a classic spaceman.
I'll tell you what I want.
Yeah, do that.
No, you know what I want? I need some of those minifigure like leg separators. You know what I'm talking about? So it can prevent cracks.
Yeah. So things. Not the studs. You want to use the.
But I don't have the part numbers. So that's not really fair. And I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, good luck with that. you just went from simple to like difficult.
Hey man. All right, here we go. All right. So is wild style like with a Y? It is. Okay, good.
Yeah, Y.
All right. I'm searching for. Okay. And then I would go to minifigures. Mm-hmm. And there they are. Is this the right way to do it?
I mean, I could see.
What? Could you have done it in half a step? Like, did I take too long?
I mean, I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm looking at
the
gift for purchase.
My bad, guys. Oh, I clicked.
Not gift for purchase. The 25th anniversary figs.
All right, let me back this up. I'm without Brent. I don't know what to do. It's crazy. All right, here we go. Ready? All right, we're on here. Look, it was very nice. You start typing wild style, right? You hit that, and then
I was gonna say we're gonna plug the shirts right there. That was a good way to do it.
Oh yeah, we're gonna plug some shirts. Don't worry about that. But this Bricklink thing's got everybody in a tizzy, so I need to know.
I mean, see, look how easy that was. Was it really that hard?
No, but what's wild is, and I'm not logged in here, but the thing about, and you know what it is? It's just the nature of the beast. Like, for example, if I needed 28 parts and the one seller doesn't have them. You have multiple shopping cart, but I don't think there's any way to sort of smooth that out, right? Because it is what it is. You can
Yeah,
pay more to get them all from one person, right? Or potentially, but maybe it's cheaper because then the shipping, like, anyways, I get what it is. I used it a lot in the early days. I just don't use it very much because I'm a set guy. I'm a card
yeah.
carrying set guy, for better or worse. I'm not a mocksmith, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
I
a-
get it. I mean, I'm one. I know a lot of other people are probably like me, where you have like 50 wanted lists for things that you need for future projects and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like for example, like trying to get every single spaceman put together was very difficult because a lot of the stores don't have all the pieces. So, for a piece that like was like 40 cents,
Yeah.
I ended up spending like $25 just so
No,
I
I
can
know.
get
That's what,
the stuff.
yeah. And that's the other thing is like, people almost always reference Bricklink prices, even for set guys, right? They're like, it's
Of course.
225 on Bricklink. And then you hit them
Yeah.
up and I don't blame them. I'm not mad at them, but they're like, it's $58 to ship. So
Mhm.
it's like, I'd rather buy it from the guy for 240 with buy it now with free shipping and maybe talk him down to 220. And now I'm up $50. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
plus the speed just seems to be, I don't know. I don't know. Very impatient. Floored, I think I'm saying that right. You can almost do that with Bricklink. You can. Yeah, I love Bricklink. I was in Bricks and Minifigs. Oh, what's the one by Disneyland?
Anaheim.
No, there's another one. That
Orange
was
County,
another
Irvine, Orange County, Whittier, Lomita.
Irvine. Yeah,
Okay.
Irvine. And I visited the store there and I was taught this tips and I have it like bookmarked. It's really cool. Have you used it yet, Shy? Bricklink?
I have it. I haven't used it.
Yeah, you might not need it, but it's
Yeah.
cool. You see a minifig, you hit it, and it'll link you to Bricklink as long as it recognizes it. Which I think I've had it fail once ever, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, guys. I mean, we'll have to definitely get. I think it'll be a service to everyone if when Tyler
Yeah,
gets here.
Yeah, Tyler will definitely get.
He's
We'll probably get this
a
going.
little bit. It's time to leverage AI. I want to take a picture and get it out of my car. It's coming, brother. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
That is all anyone is trying to figure out is how to unearth your cash from your pockets.
I gave it like another year and a half to 2 years, and that'll be something that we all use.
100%. We do have. I kind of did part of it in the intro, Shy, but it deserves more of a call out. So let me. Here we go. We got a couple of supers in the house tonight. First up, PNG Bricks can't make it for the show tonight, so he'll just drop this, a pre-play gang super. I mean, dude, this is double animal style. You know about the double Shy? The lingo. So
I mean,
with
that's
our
all
version,
love right there, bro.
you see what's going on. Channel them with a 5-piece and in pre-play gang and leaving it, and he's not even watching the damn thing. Shout out to PNG Bricks. He'll watch it.
PNG will watch it after replay gang.
Oh, 100%. I'm saying he's not even doing the live, but he just wanted to show some love. Austin's Bricks with the 501. We see what you did there. Double animal style. Only 139 days, Girth Gang. Whoop, whoop. Hope you all have had a beautiful week. Howdy, Sean, Tyler, and Shy. Good to see you guys.
Damn, I'm hungry now. Now I want In-N-Out.
In-N-Out. I know I'm going too hard on the
like, yo. Oh, right quick. Okay,
yeah,
so check it. I was just in Austin, right? So
yeah, we're going to talk about that. Yeah.
I was just in Texas. And, for a very long time, people from Texas are like, Whataburger is 10 times better than In-N-Out. I don't know what they've been eating down there that makes them think that.
I'm going to tell you something. As a guy who's, you know me, Shy, I've lived everywhere, right? I mean, I've mostly Florida, LA, New York City. I lived in Texas for several years as well. So I feel qualified, and I could tell you what all of this boils down to. Nostalgia.
I was going to say that. It's like that's what they grew up with.
Because there are people who say what you just said about In-N-Out. They do. They go, it's fine. I think more people think it's fire than Whataburger in general, by the way. But the point is, but I guarantee somebody in the chat right now.
Okay, but check it. It's not even that though. I would understand that, that's your home joint. You want to support it, you're diehard. I get it, right? But you can't acknowledge, you can't knock the fact that even if you don't know what In-N-Out is, you appreciate In-N-Out. Shake Shack, perfect example. Not from Cali. There was a big like rivalry coming into Cali. I can't knock it. It's good food.
Right. You're not gonna turn your back on it because you're like defending the state of California. You're like, it's a good burger. Yeah, I agree.
So I'm just saying, my experience at Whataburger was complete fail all around.
Nick and Bricks. Why live in Asheville? Oh yeah, and I didn't even mention. Now I'm in North Carolina. Why live here? Because it was the perfect decision for me and my family. That's why.
What? True.
That's why we're here.
Is it more expensive than your previous home?
By the way, when Nick and Brick says it's so expensive, and I'm not trying to make light of it, I know like nothing, everything's crazy, but just hear me out. My past two previous residences were Los Angeles and New York City. So like I think I told you, Shy, like even at the drive-through, man, like it's hilarious because I think what are your combos out there, like $12-13, right, for like a Big Mac combo, maybe something like that. It's gotten pretty.
By myself or when I have my family? There's
no, family's a 50-piece. I mean, there's no question, at least in the 30s, 40s.
Okay. Oh, we have McDonald's, Shake Shack, In-N-Out. What's the restaurant?
Hear me out though. A McDonald's, you're by yourself. A combo meal is north of 10 now, right?
It's like $15.
Okay, here it's easily under 10 with tax. That's what I'm saying.
Gas, Texas, $20. Here, 75.
I paid $2.79, I think, the last time. So when people say it's expensive, it's like, okay, of North Carolina it is a little bit, but
oh man.
So four double meals. What do we got here? In-N-Out for the cost of one burger meal at Five Guys. Yeah. So anyway, how the hell did we get that?
You said In-N-Out. You're talking about double. I'm hungry.
Okay. Yep. See, these tangents just go. It always ends up after food.
Hey man, it's dinner time for me.
By the way, big shout out. I believe this is Bubba over here.
Yes.
Falls After Dark.
What up, man?
A-Fall. I keep wanting to say A-Falls. A-Fall After Dark. Good dude. If you guys aren't subbed, give them a sub. They are, if you like just pure hijinks, comedy, and quite frankly, sex jokes.
Definitely rated R.
Definitely
rated R.
Bed. A-Fall After Dark. It's a fun listen on Saturday nights for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But good guy, former guest of a couple of Brickets. We got to get him back on, actually.
Oh man, yeah, for sure.
I was going through, kind of looking through the annals, if you will, of our of our history. What annals? That's a real word.
I know it is. I was thinking I'm dirty.
I said, I mean, we're talking about Bubba here. He would appreciate the comedy of saying annals. Speaking of which, Shy, did you see our most recent short? And what do you think of the new term that was coined? And have you ever heard it before?
No, that's new.
Do you sense if I do it enough, it'll creep into your brain?
It's already in my brain. That's like, dude, your terminology of whatever you come up with in this show sticks. I don't know if it's your personality. I don't know how, because it's catchy. You should be in marketing and you should be selling me Doritos, bro. I'm just saying.
I'm a marketer. What do you think I do all day? I'm primarily a sales guy, but I do both. I dabble. I do a little both. But the new term, boys and girls, is loner. So watch our latest short to see what loner is, and that is spelled correctly. If the Girth Gang has seen it, you can call it out in the chat. But there we go. We already have a few loner. Look, this is what happens when I wear my fun glasses and I run through Target alone on a mission.
Next month, I'm getting those glasses.
Oh, Nick got it. There it is.
There it is.
All right. Let's see what's up. But anyway, Shy, what gives you a loner, a raging loner? What would you? Is it a juicy Facebook Marketplace buy? Like, what is it? A 60% off deal?
Well, I did have a few. So there's a site that I don't want to dime out because now it's another hidden gem that finds liquidation or what do you call the homes that are trying to sell everything?
Foreclosed estate sale.
No, estate sale. So it's like an online estate sale.
Okay,
And
DM me. Go ahead.
they sell. I'll send it to you later. So there was this one house, like about probably like an hour away from where we lived, and it was a Lego fan, and they were selling like every modular down to like from Cafe Corner all the way to present day. They had my White Whale, which is the Imperial flagship, and amongst other Lego sets. And the starting bid was $1, and a lot of it ended up at the highest. There were a few Lego fans that found it, but there are a lot of the sets went out for $200, $230.
Jeez,
Sets that range from like 8 to a couple thousand.
Nice. Did you scoop? Did you cop?
No, I got outbid on all of them.
Okay,
which is fine. It's a good thing. I don't.
Well,
really
like most honey holes or hidden gems or whatever, it's like as soon as it's tell a friend. I'm like, tell me, man. You're like, all right, don't tell anyone else. Somebody's gonna slip. Me probably, but the point is, it doesn't last long. Fabu Brick, target customers who see Sean talking to himself about loners in the toy aisle. Okay, so I want to explain this to people. By the way, I do want real-time feedback because you guys are the ones, look, the shorts views are nice, right? But I care about this crew that's here with us every Thursday and on Replay Gang. Shout out to you again, Replay Gang. Critical. Love you guys. Can you give me in the comments if you're on Replay Gang or right now in the chat, what do you guys think of these me running around with glasses videos? Are they stupid? Are they fun? Keep doing them, don't do them, change it up. I can take it. I recognize that I want to start mixing it up for sure, but I have fun doing them, and quite frankly, embarrassingly, like a lot of maybe dads or whomever, I am sent to Target a lot. So I'm like, my Target, and by the way, you guys see when I'm on the road and stuff. I did some New York episodes recently. I've done San Antonio. Basically, as long as I've had these glasses for 2 or 3 months, I have put them to use. I think I've got Shy ready to purchase them.
Oh no, yeah, I'm buying my insurance resets for glasses in about a month. That's exactly what I'm buying. You know how much content I can make with that?
These are some great do them till you die. More shorts, top tier content. They're fun little watches. Keep doing them. Keep it up. The quick editing for them works. Yeah, I do whatever makes you happy. Thank you, Nick. Yeah, they do make me happy. I just want to make sure I want to make sure that the core, the P1s, if you will,
just imagine doing vlogs. Like it looks like you're hugging people or like saying hi to people or high-fiving people from the first person. It's sick.
It is. They have no idea what's going on. So I did want to say, as long as there's no skid marks on your shorts, well, oh, I get it. That's nice. Okay. I was like, what are you okay. Clever. I was like, what are you saying, man? Kevin Howard. What should we do, Shy? Should we give out these memberships for like super fire comments? Like, how should we do this?
Dude, this is all you, bro.
I know. Papa Trip channel member. Definitely fun. Keep doing the glasses cam work videos, Sean. They're great appetizers for the week. That's really what I was about, Shy. And you've talked to me about this 150. You've recommended I do something, anything. So guys, if I had time to do these Oscar level videos like Shy, I know you don't want to hear I don't have time, so I won't even say that. Shy has the talent to do these Oscar level videos. My talent is running around and just saying things, which is exactly what I do on this show. I feel like that's my talent, and I recognize that, and so that's what I do at Target. Now, Fabu brought up a good point. He goes, whatever he said, picture Sean running around yelling loner in the Lego aisle. So most of the time I do go after the kiddies are in bed, which would be, 9, 10. I think Target closes at 10. So I'm usually in that witching hour. And long story short, man, the only aisle that's busy in the entire Target is the friggin' Lego aisle. It's bizarre. You guys probably you hear how I talk here. When I'm in the store, you can hear me. I'm not muffled, by the way. I'm just like, I am trying to be like a little bit.
I mean, you're not whispering. You're not talking to yourself. You're
not whispering, but I'm also not doing this.
Yeah.
I mean? Like, hey, JB, what up?
Well, CPS says you can only the YouTube on selects 5 random people, so you don't decide.
Oh,
Well, there you go.
Good. Now
That
I
makes
won't
it
feel
easy.
like a jerk. All right. So let me we've been talking about it. Let's do that real quick. And then what do you say, Shy? We'll do that for a little bit, and then we'll get
Let's
into
do
the
that.
Falcons nest a little bit, and then we'll talk about you because you've got some really cool stuff going on. I know you love talking about you.
Of course.
And, hey, you're always saying promote, but speaking of promote, geez Louise, I'm the worst. Guys, if you like what you're seeing here, I know most of you are subbed. I don't know if all of you have liked though. So if you could, please give us a like. Really, really appreciate it. Last week, a lot of records were broken. Fantastic stream. Just holy geez, that was awesome. But I'm not as good a solicitor as Tyler on the likes front. I mean, he'll like withhold information if you don't give him likes. But give us, throw us a like and a sub. The more you do it without being asked, I won't ask you. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, Shy. It's kind of like the kids. You know, you're
No,
just
you
like,
ask no matter what.
all right, that's true. I can never quit asking my daughter to clean her room, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to give her that rope, but it doesn't work. Anyways, guys, so we'll do that. We'll get into let me give away some of these memberships. Let me see how to do it. All right, what you're about to witness is a very old man attempt at this technology. All right, we're live. I need to mute this. If you hear a little echoing, here we are. All right. CPA. How do I? Oh boy. All right. Can you? I'm in YouTube now. Can you see if CPA is communicating? Oh, what am I doing? I have comments in here too. I never do the stream from this.
I mean, if you're opening YouTube, you can still see
All
it.
right, how do I give away membos? I want to hook these guys up. What do I do? Engage with your audience?
I
Sure.
think, yeah, there it is. I don't know. I haven't been on StreamYard in a minute. It's been a long time. Good night, Tiger Builds.
I'll start a poll while this show's going off the rails quick. I'm going to start a poll while we're figuring this out. Free membos? Yes or no?
The memes. It should work. I haven't tried it yet. That's what CPA says. So it doesn't look.
That's your advice. It should work. Where do I go?
Click the $sign, then click gift
Membership?
members.
Oh, here we go. I don't know, dude.
Click the $sign. Is it?
I am.
Is a $sign, and then it says membership gifting.
Yeah. I'll just buy one because I've promised.
You're gonna buy it yourself.
Well, I'm gonna buy. Oh yeah, it would just go to me, right? Or can I gift it? I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I know I've seen people do it in other chats, like they gift people 5, whatever on YouTube. I've seen that happen. I don't know if you can do it.
That is not available to me.
Oh, boo!
Like CPA. That is not available to us. But it's weird that they'd make. I guess that's fine.
Yeah, moments. I think it would cost. I think it works just like Twitch.
I wonder if it's because I'm in. Is it the browser I'm using? Like, what is all right? Let me check it from the app, guys. I want to do this for you.
Well, can you do it from the chat line?
What's a chat line?
Or from the chat, like go on the chat, like say something, and then try to give subs as if you were. Look, Moments just did it. Gifted 5 memberships.
Oh wow, there he goes. Thank you, Moments. Guys, I'm trying here. I don't use this. What do you want me to do? There's not even a dollar option on the
Hashtag boomer the right way.
Yeah, no kidding, guys.
Says Will.
No, it's true. I'm really good with some stuff, but this is all right. Money. Yeah, there's no option. I think it's because I'm on iOS. I don't know what's going on. Don't they like the like?
Well, Moments just did it. I just see 5 gifts right there. Go under starred, and you'll see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the HDMI working. My VCR is out of order. No, but here's the funny part. Shy, you know me. I'm actually very tech forward. You and I talk nothing.
Oh, I know.
But it is
highly
funny that
surprised.
I don't know the controls of this, but I can tell you everything that's going on in tech because that's what I do. I don't suck with tech. Everybody stop saying.
You're not doing your generation.
By the way,
proud.
YouTube is one of the least user-friendly things of all time, I think. But like the UI is pretty bad.
See, it says right there, like if you go in the chat, you just hit show your support for ACOB as if you're gonna give a dono, and then you can do membership gifting, buy membership viewers, membership.
I think some accounts have that. I get the message. I'm doing what's being said.
See, if I buy a gift, I can buy 1 membership, 5 memberships, 10. Yeah, it just gives it to 5 random people. Or
Look
10.
at this. Look, everybody coming in to bail me out. Thanks, guys. As soon as I get this, I'm telling you, I this sounds like a beta thing, Shy, and we just don't have it yet. I assure you I'm in the right spot. CPA.
I see it. So Stud Lake was gifted a membership by Timmy. I see it. So it just gives it out to 5 random people. There you go. You see, so that's how it works. Thanks, Timmy.
Thanks,
you,
guys.
Moment.
So we got there's the 10. Thank you, Moments. You guys didn't have to do that. I would have figured it out eventually. I got you, Boomer. Nice. Oh, we got Liam, new channel member. Gifted. All right, so Cyber Productions received one. How do we see who received them? Is it the green?
Just go to the.
All right, shout yourselves out if you were gifted one.
Just go to the YouTube chat and it'll show you, not the StreamYard chat.
I'm like sweating now. I don't know how to use this thing.
Yeah, you'll see on YouTube. I don't think you'll see it on the StreamYard chat.
Okay.
Because I can see it right there.
All right, let's see what's going on here. You're doing great, Shot. All right, settle down.
No, I'm just reading.
I like listen, I know how to start polls.
See,
the gang's giving me a hard time.
I can read it for you. You want me to read it for you?
Read it for me.
All right, okay, here we go. Let's go. Stud Lake.
Yep.
Was gifted by Timmy. Demo Man was gifted by Timmy. Burt Bricks and Bearded Bricks was also gifted by Timmy. I just lost it all. Let's go back up.
Thank you guys. That's awesome. We appreciate it.
Liam was gifted by Timmy, and then for moments, I'm gonna go up more.
Here's what I know. I know one thing's for certain. We have a very special guest. I kind of teased it earlier, Shy, but we got to get to him because time might be of the essence. He's given us valuable vacay time. I'm talking about the one and only Brent's Bricks VacaBrent coming in live tonight from a vehicle.
Please tell me you're pulled over.
Are you pulled? Yeah, he's got both his hands up. I mean, he's a Tesla currently. What is happening?
Yeah, hands free. I'm driving hands free. First of all, can you guys hear me? I got the AirPods
you're good
in right now.
Yeah,
everything good.
Yep, everything you're good.
Now I'm actually. First of all, it's great to be here. Chat. I wish I could see, but you guys were killing it earlier. I was in the chat while I was picking up pizza, and by the time I got back with the pizza, everybody was passed out. Jennifer woke up for like a slice or two and went right back to sleep. So I'm pretty Gucci on time. I could stay for a good little chunk.
Nice.
Yeah, just chilling at the hotel. I'm like right down the way from the happiest place on earth. Yeah, man. We thought about going tomorrow. We're like, oh man, but it's like we're about to hop on a 7-day cruisey. Like we might just chill out and hit Disney Springs for the day, but we'll see.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, go check out. You're gonna go pinch the Chewy butt.
Oh, I have to. Yeah. It's so tempting. It's so tempting to not go, but like I'm traveling with 2 kids, one of which is 2, who was doing real good at first, but he found out real quickly it's not fun to ride in a car for like a long time.
No, I know.
Remember, you guys know. You guys both know.
Your drive is longer than mine. But I just went through it from maybe the halfway point, and I'm feeling for you, man, for sure. Because my son's 2 as well. Sorry, I have to read this to you. Collector Empire wants he's not asking, he's stating that you were pulled over for getting a loaner in Target and they tracked you down. Can you confirm this?
wrong.
Dude, dude, the short from earlier, man. Like people in the comments are just like, dude, Sean like doesn't miss with the terms that he comes up
What I
with.
missed was trying to give away memberships, apparently.
Dude, I saw that. Shout out to Moments for figuring out the first one. Shout out to JB in the chat, and also he made another person a member, Pokey something. I don't know. I'm seeing some Pokemon down there in the chat, or I was before I'm in here. I can't see the chat now, but yeah, man, that's cool. 10 new. That's I heard CPA talking about that too earlier. Like I don't. That's odd. It's cool though.
Yeah, no, well, I'm down. He literally, and he'll tell you, in fairness, he told me this moments before the broadcast. So that and the Bricklink thing. I'm like, let's start with the two things I'm most unprepared for. Let's go with that.
I've got like 2 things off of Bricklink ever in my whole life, so I'm kind of with Sean on that. So, but yeah, man. So yeah, I was glad I was able to tune in first. I'm out next week too, because we don't even get on the cruise ship until Sunday. So I'm Sunday to Sunday on that thing.
Nice, dude. That's
But I'll try. Well,
Grub up, man. Enjoy that food.
Yeah, for sure. We already have reservations at like one of the steakhouses.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, get the res for like one of the top restaurants, because those will go out quick.
Oh yeah, that's the first thing we're doing is putting like 10 minutes aside and like booking like certain things. There's a couple Disney things going on. There's some Disney trivia, a couple different Disney trivias that are happening. There's some karaoke's that are.
Oh, you just kind of timed yourself out with where you're gonna be at. Do you know that? So you're on a cruise. It's Disney related. What ship is it?
Oh, it's Royal Caribbean.
Oh, it's Royal Caribbean. Okay, I thought you were on one of the Disney liners.
And then also, what's your room number specifically?
We're on the 3rd deck, I think. Kind of lower than we were last time.
Get your tickets now. It's the first ACOB cruise. Ooh, how fun would that be, dude?
I mean, a cruise with a bunch of Lego people would be dope.
How about dude? You might be going somewhere with that, Shy. Like a Lego convention on a cruise.
Dude, a bunch of people might be going.
I just said it. What are you talking?
No, it's not that. But for the past months, a lot of people have been asking, we should do a cruise, but I don't know. A lot of people are gonna flake out for sure.
Well,
no, it's tough. You got it.
It's one of those things. Yeah, it's one of those things too, where like not a lot of people have ever done it and don't really like the idea of going all the way out in the ocean. But not to sidebar too much into non-Lego stuff, but anyone curious about cruising, man, it feels way safer than flying, and I've flown a lot, and it's way safer than driving 10 hours, because driving's definitely much more dangerous than cruising for sure. But no, cruising's awesome. Lego cruise 2030. Let's try to get that going.
Damn, 6 years from now.
We can book it sooner if we want.
Hey, let's shoot for next year. Why not?
2025, the first Lego cruise.
We got the brick cruise. We'll workshop that. We got to come up with something,
we got to build some ships on there too. Like it would kind of be.
Your dream is to build the Titanic on a cruise. You've told me this.
I was literally just about to say that. I was like, it might be kind of uncalled for, but it was funny. There was a music party going on the first cruise we went on, and then like they're doing like 90s music and stuff, and damn it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm working with what I got.
This is my favorite episode ever, by the way. Brett, it's been chaos. It's fantastic.
Has it? I'm sorry, man.
No, yo, Brick Smith just said, shout out to Julian. Brick at Sea is a con they did about 10 years ago.
Must have won really well.
Yeah.
That was before Lego Movie.
Yeah.
Dang, man. Brick at Sea. No, yeah. Sorry about
he stays out of the ocean. Yeah, I don't blame you. I get why some people aren't down for it, but I assure you, yeah, I'm sure statistically, I don't even know, man.
It would be so cool.
Statistically better.
I mean, they design ships now not to like sink.
They're so safe. It's people always bring up like, Oh, I've watched the Titanic too many times. I'm like, dude, that's 100
No,
years
so
ago.
yeah, the way they design the ships now, most of the boat is above water, so there's so much safety that's put into it, so it's really safe.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's so awesome. Oh, dude, you are literally can, especially with like when you're on like the day at sea, like you literally can just walk outside and see a spectacular view at any point of your entire trip. And not to mention you go to awesome places as well. But yeah, man, you guys talk
Get
about
this going,
Bricklink.
Sean. Get this little con on. I'm sure you can make it happen.
Brick at sea.
I mean, how many people go is another
Well, think
thing.
about it. Okay, so how much are we spending at Chicago? You got to think about it. Like, right, one full
Yeah.
like 5 days.
It's pretty.
Chicago's
Chicago is
about-
the best deal in town. I mean, I don't know. We'd have to figure it out.
Well, you got to think about it. Like, if you're to not room it with somebody, so if you're gonna pay get a room by yourself, you're spending about like what almost eight.
I just got to think about what we're gonna do
$9,000.
though. Like, it's a very segmented thing. You know, you'd have to get like public space and all that. I don't know. I'd have to look into it.
I mean, do you really? Everyone's gonna be scattered up until.
That's what I mean. It's very tiny. Like everything's small. You know. I mean, I know there's these mega ships, but like,
Well, I mean, if you use like one of the major liners, right, or like Royal Caribbean, or if you use like not Disney, we're not doing Disney. That's like ridiculously expensive. But like or like Norwegian, those ships are pretty big, and they have like like 6,000 people in them. So there's empty space that you could use if you were to market it that way.
They do like music festivals on cruise ships. I don't know, like
I mean, the stage is
what
like on the
entails.
top deck, like where the pool's at. That's usually where
Right.
that is. So.
I'm sorry.
So-
I'm just gonna hold this now, guys. Sorry.
hey, thanks for that, Shreddy. And again, shout out to
Oh,
Anonymous. His mom says thanks for your love at ACOB. Yeah, man. Dude, glad to hear everything is going better. It seems over there with that, and yeah, man. Happy to anytime. You know, we always will send a shout out to anybody in need, man. Holy cow. I love this show, man. We've gone from in and out of Bricklink, in and out, gifting membership, Titanic talk, Lego con cruise.
I'm telling you, that would hit.
For,
That would hit.
You know, one thing that I think that we need to do. We're 45 minutes in. It is a staple. We're gonna get them back. Apparently, Brent, you know, all this news dropped and the Falcon didn't swoop by. You know what I mean? So like,
there's more Falcon news coming out, more leaks.
I mean, we're gonna take a look at some stuff, but I'm saying the mega drop kind of happened. I was wanting a lot of that to happen right here in a couple of Brickheads, but I understand. You know, we're only on once a week. You know, things happen. So
Right.
but
Oh, is he about to come in, or are we just playing the music?
we're just playing the music. Dude. It's fun.
Okay.
This beat's so fire.
What's that?
This beat's so fire. I love it.
Well,
All
this is up your alley, Sean.
What's that? This beat?
No,
How do I
just
turn it
mean,
off?
like, this leak.
No, I know. Yeah. So shout out to the Falcon. It's all right. We have Falcon's Nest without Falcon every week. You know what I mean? So
Hey, Tyler. Hey. He's in the
Tyler
chat.
here?
Oh, he's in the chat. Hey, Caleb.
I didn't hear the beep. Hey, what's going on, Caleb? Firebird in the house.
Firebird, one of the best in the game.
I almost feel like we're wrestlers. Everybody has their stage name, you know? It's like
Yeah.
when people go up to Hulk Hogan, they're like, what's going on, Terry? You know what I mean? Or The Rock.
Hey,
Well, everyone knows he's Dwayne now, but like, you know, back in the day when no one knew his actual name, like, Dwayne, how's it going, man? All right, we're in the Falcon's Nest. We're deep inside of that Falcon's Nest, and I had to kick off here. Not entirely sure we left off on the last show because last week was just a pure smorgasbord of
Dude,
Star
shout
Wars.
out to last week.
Yeah, it was crazy show. But mini Disney Sleeping Beauty Castle. Definitely up my alley. I think it's up Shy's alley as well. This is definitely coming home. I am hoping that this does great because then maybe we can get a girthy girl of this. You know what I mean? Like, because
Didn't the designer say that he wanted to do this castle, but they made him do another rendition of
yeah, I think I did hear that because I mean, World does get more traffic, more visitors, all that stuff. I mean, the last one was, probably one of their most profitable sets, and I get it, right? And obviously the piece count is probably going to be higher because it's a much bigger. Those of you that have had the pleasure of going to both, the one in Orlando, the one at Disney World is a lot bigger. But it seems they're continuing the series. I have all of them. I'm sorry, I don't have the new mermaid one yet, Shy. Do you
I have that one right now.
Oh, can we take a little peek at that? Or it's like Brent, he's got it at the ready.
All right.
Oh,
This
they're
one,
gonna
right?
give me a buildy boy.
Oh, that's okay, the box.
Let's take a look.
I mean, I haven't built it yet.
No, you're. I hadn't seen what the box art looked like yet.
Yeah, no. So yeah, my daughter wanted this because she loves Ariel. I don't collect these. I tend to buy these as gifts, but this is our first one that's actually in the family that we're gonna keep for like a day because kids with Lego last for like a day. So yeah. But I never really wanted one.
Those gold pieces.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, these will end up in my collection for sure. Ariel will probably be missing her hair in about a week, and then we won't see her ever again. But the castles, going back to the mini castle, that's actually something that I actually want. And out of all the mini ones that are out there or have been put out there, the mini Disney castle for Sleeping Beauty that's home, so that's nostalgia. To be fair, I think Disney has enough sway to have both the original Sleeping Beauty castle and Cinderella's castle in one shelf at both. I mean, they'll sell either way at both locations. So I don't know. I think I know we're way beyond talking about the new Disney castle. I just think it was a waste.
I think so. Funnily enough, I just saw it in person for the first time. I think. Like I don't recall seeing it where I was in the Vegas Lego store during my last work trip, and I was blown away, man. I don't think I don't know.
Nice.
I must not have been going in, during the month or whatever that it was, because I don't have the store super close anymore, and maybe I wasn't traveling that month or whatever. It is gorgeous, but yeah, man, I still would say the OG is awesome too.
Oh, I love the OG. I have the OG one. I've seen the new one. I still prefer the older one. I like. It's very classic. It's very like, every Disney, thing that pops up, whether a show, movie, it looks like that. And I'm good with it. But, whatever. What do I know?
So
what do I have?
Move on from this one, but I'm glad to keep it going. Obviously, we are going to need a figure. We got Mickey with the one for Magic Kingdom. I'm thinking we go mini here.
I am thinking mini.
But if I had to speaking of Vegas, if I was putting money on the table, I'd still say they do Mickey again, maybe with a different outfit.
Fair.
That's what I think. But yeah, I like this little series. I'm hoping we get more attractions themselves. I saw a lot of people dreaming of that Space Mountain, little Thunder Mountain. Some of these would be
Thunder Mountain I can see happening. Splash Mountain I can see what that happening. Space Mountain, you're gonna be like a dome.
Guardians. I mean, they're already doing stuff with Guardians. That'd be a cool little build. Yeah, a little tower could be interesting.
California,
how detailed they could get.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, thank you for indulging. I love talking my Disney stuff. Here's more Disney.
Wow.
Here's what pops out to me. I'll save everybody. I'm interested in what the Simba, the Lion King cub is at 222 pieces because we're getting a girthy boy Simba, 1,445 pieces, 18 plus in June of 2024.
That was the leaked one, right?
Yeah.
That was the leaked one. I don't know.
So there's the flower pot, which I think we've seen images of, or at least a good mock-up of, which looks interesting. So Brent, I think you and I talked about it. They're going to combine like botanicals with Disney, which is a very good move. I think that makes a lot of sense.
That's extremely smart. I mean, didn't they just come out with a somewhat botanical thing with like Lilo and Stitch?
I was saying Encanto's out there.
Or Encanto.
That one's on the website right now. You can see it.
Yeah.
Got it. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But they also did the ukulele. I think the reason why I was thinking Lilo and Stitch is because they did the ukulele with like some flower builds.
That's a
And I'm just
creator
thinking
one.
like that would be, yeah, I'm like, that would look cool in a Lilo and Stitch shelf,
Mm.
you know, or something like that. Just would match the vibe.
Other
Like,
notables are Maleficent's dragon form, which we also saw in that Leak Apocalypse last year.
that would
I
be
think
sick.
that's gonna look cool.
Do you think the smaller 222 piece set will be like a play set?
I'm not sure. I want to see. Well, here's the thing. It's a cub version, right? And then this one's just called straight up Simba. So are we gonna have them sitting next to each other? What's that scale
I don't
gonna
know.
be like?
222 pieces is not enough to build a buildable. I mean, unless it's like tiny. I don't know.
I
I'm
mean,
thinking it's a play set.
yeah. I mean, we'll give it a whirl. Either way, I'm sure I'll end up with both. But and then others stand out. Yeah, I said Maleficent, Elsa's Ice Palace. So I don't know if that other girthy one is retired, but this looks like a nice mid-size because most of their ice palaces are 4+, couple hundred pieces at best. This one's going to be 630, so this will be on par with probably like the first Madrigal house, or maybe
Wait,
up.
wasn't the Ice Palace already done?
It's been done about 632
Yeah.
times, but
No, that's pretty big. I could have swore like 2 years ago.
no, I know. I just said that
Yeah.
one's probably retiring. This is going to be like a mid-size.
Yeah. Oh,
Ice
okay.
Palace.
Got it.
Play scale, more play scale, whatever you want to call it. And we're all hoping these don't come with dolls, but they're going to.
No, these are all dolls for sure.
But the world champion going on here is the Madrigal House. 1,560 pieces.
I'm excited for that.
That's what I'm talking about.
be sick.
That's what I'm talking about.
Girth.
I
And
hope
if they were
see the
smart,
same.
put the damn minifigs in there. Just do
And
it. They can do
if
it, Chad. They did it with Little Mermaid. Don't forget that.
Do you think it's just
Why?
going to be like an attachment to the previous one?
An attachment to the previous? No. I think they're just
1,560 pieces is not a lot.
no, but they're going to scale it up. The other one was like 500-600 pieces. This
Yeah,
is
so it's only double size. It's not that much bigger.
triple. If it was
Triple.
500 pieces, yeah, dude.
Like, okay, so if you want to equate it to like a modular building, right? Modulars are like 4,000 pieces.
Okay, yeah.
So 1,560 is about a third of that. It's a dollhouse, obviously. So
well, let's hope this is really, the piece counts have been wrong before, but we'll see.
Well, and you got to think a lot of that's going to be tile because
Yeah,
of the
that's true.
Yeah.
That's
Spanish architecture.
That's the decor
Well,
there.
I would hope the
Ninjago.
up house gets the same treatment. I hope they do like another up house, but make it a big one in the future.
Baby Dragon coming, $15.99. I love it. $16. We're gonna go ahead and toss you 4 figs with that. Oh, sorry, 3. Sorry.
Here's
Dude,
TJ.
I'm gonna buy some Ninjago tomorrow at the Disney Lego store.
Are you? What are you gonna get? The little
I haven't seen the battle pack yet, and that's just
box
like a
of black
perfect
belts? What are we doing? Are you doing?
box of black belts, box of it's just a perfect thing to buy and take on. Although I will say, I got a box of boys on me that I think I'm just gonna build on the ship just to build a box of boys. I built a box of boys in the last airplane I was on.
Can we do a box of boys flex right quick?
Please.
Oh, please, we got to. Oh, by the way, Brent, perhaps you could get some footage of those on the boat in an interesting setting.
Oh yeah, for sure. I wasn't gonna spoil it, but yeah.
Both sealed and opened for something we're working on. That would be fantastic. Are we gonna interrupt for a box of boys flex session here? Shy's gonna hold on.
Let's see another big
You ready?
You ready? No. I
So
need to
ready.
get the title up
The
here.
the new ones, the new boys.
Jeez Louise.
More of the ones that were last time? or yeah, 330 seconds more? Oh, those are the new boys. Okay.
All those are new boys, Shy?
All the new boys.
Yeah, they're all the new boys.
I like when he throws them around. Shy, can you just throw one for me somewhere? Don't kill your $10,000 camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm making another company worth of the just original traditional basic clones. So
how many are in a company again?
About $144 ish. So like gotcha. 33 per platoon. So 4 of those.
Good God.
Luckily, these comes in 3s. Oh, I mean, the sucky part is that these come with only like 3 regular clone troopers and 1 shock trooper, meaning I need 11 of these for 1 platoon. But that
Dude,
gives
I
him like
went-
another platoon for, sorry, one company. But
Well, it's not like
Yeah.
you're getting trashed. That's what's great about that. There's really no trash except
You
for
build a droid army while you're at it.
yeah, I'm building a droid army. There's pieces that I'll use eventually, and you know, I build another, you know, different colored platoon for another company, so it works.
Can we get some claps?
I'm not even waiting
clap
for the 24
emojis and some dubs in the chat for Shy. Just doing the
Very good.
Lord's work. I mean,
robbing every
exuberant,
child. Of a
exuberant
box of
amount of boxes of
I
boys.
always leave 2 on the shelf. Never
Hey,
take them all.
also though, check it out. I know those weren't on sale yet, so full price Jones is
Full
happy.
price.
No,
No,
full
I'm gonna
price
stick.
Jones is
This is where I stop. I'm gonna wait until there's another one to get the rest.
Firebird said, "Bro, not even waiting for the 24."
I know he's not even waiting. Talk about collecting rules. Shy just goes ham. I like Roger Boys. I like that. You get some Roger Boys in there.
Roger Boys, yeah. I wish it was 4 regular P2 clones. I really do.
It would be nice, but it's all good. I'll take it.
Shy,
I'm
are
not
you
gonna
going to keep those shocks? Or you're going to sell them to get the
No,
shiny?
no, no. I need to beef up another part of the army because I only have like what? How many? Like how many came in the? I have 3 of the gunships, so that's like what 3, 6. I don't have that many. I need them.
Oh yeah, of the latest
Shy's
gunship.
Yeah,
new
and 9.
addresses.
Yeah,
I think there's only
Shy-
2 or 1. How many are in there? 1?
there's 2 regular ones, so it's not that many.
Okay, gotcha.
I think.
Shy might as well
3.
be from Camino with all those clones he's cloning up.
All right, icons, code names. We'll try to zip through these. Music, 900 pieces. A vehicle, that's very generous. Another vehicle, but this time with a piece count. A winter village, big surprise there. 1,400 pieces. I hope they keep that at 99 forever. It's such a good feeling, you know.
Yeah, guaranteed price point.
And then a space moments. Interesting. You think it's probably another one of those tile things like they did last year, maybe?
Maybe.
All right. Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Shy. Read on.
There we
Buildable
go.
set, 130, and this will. You're right. It is a playset. Lion King Cub. There you go.
There it is.
Food is the side build. This one I'm pretty excited about.
Ooh.
Yeah, Batman animated series. You're getting 5 sets here.
Ooh. 5 set, a whole wave.
One of them is a girthy 4,208 piece
Uh-huh.
Gotham City in the animated series
Yeah.
style. Getting Batman,
That's what I'm talking
Joker,
about.
Harley Quinn, and Catwoman. You know Harley's going to be all over this one for sure. That's where she made her debut, I believe.
Wait, which one's the 4,000? I'm trying to like find it.
Animated series Gotham.
Oh, there it is.
City.
There it is. I see it.
Bat Pod, which will be interesting with a buildable Batman figure. I think we'd have all rather just had a Bat Pod, but I digress. Of course, a couple of 4+ Batman and Joker. You know they're in every damn set. Those are the rules. They could even toss us just a random villain. But here, this one I'm probably looking forward to the most, which is that Batmobile. 600, probably, I'd imagine similar scale, maybe with bigger pieces than the Batmobile 89 that's out now. This one's going to come with Batman, Harley Quinn, and Mr. Freeze. So they're definitely locking some exclusives behind some sets. I just love the art style of this, and I think if executed right, which I have full faith they will, this is going to be a freaking heater, man. Like probably all these.
Yeah. I haven't built any of my.
Did the police get Brent for the loner incident? What's happening?
I don't know. I don't know where he was at. Is he pulled over the side of the road? He's at a hotel.
No,
Where
I'm
you
good.
at?
I'm
It's
in
hotel parking
Orlando.
lot.
I'm in
Okay.
Orlando. Yeah. I'm outside the hotel.
What's your room number and location? No,
So I really am. I mean, there's a million hotels around it, but I'm right down the way from Magic Kingdom.
So if anyone wants to say hi to Brent, drive around, look for a guy in a car,
I'm in the neighborhood.
and you'll run into Brent.
I'm out here, you know.
All right. So this one seems cool.
Oh, Fortnite. What's this?
Is this still going? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't even played it yet, so I wouldn't know.
All right. Well, here's some new skins.
So okay, so there's just
All these
skins.
skins do is piss me off because it makes me want figs of them. You know.
Yeah,
Dude, yeah, like trust me, like when and the crazy thing is there's a Lego version of every single skin in the game, damn near. Not every single one, but there's damn near every like when you get a new skin on Fortnite and you go through like the options or whatever it shows, the Lego version. And like some of
YouTuber skins.
Brent, is this on your radar yet? We're getting Peppa.
oh, Peppa's happening.
Wait,
Wow.
wait, that's actually happening?
Yeah, it's 4+, so they will not be.
Wow.
Or I'm sorry, it's Duplo. What is it?
Duplo?
I think it is Duplo. Sorry,
Yeah,
so
that
it's
makes
not
sense.
Yeah.
Plus.
Cool.
That's cool. Neither of my kids care. So
Yeah, my kids are outgrowing the dupes.
yeah.
Buffalo.
I mean, Henry's definitely playing with Duplo. He just like has never seen Peppa.
Code
ever.
name Buffalo. So it's a
new
new
theme. Yep, 702, 750. Let's read on. Maybe there's some good guesses. Here's Bright, another new theme.
2 new themes. So does this mean Bye Bye Monkey Kid and Dreams?
Well, Dreams wasn't. I remember it depends on the second wave for them to continue a theme. So
I don't think Dreams is gonna make it.
Yeah.
I think they're cool as hell, just like Monkey Kid, but Monkey Kid to me is cooler. That's just my opinion.
So
it does better globally, but Dreams, I'm not wishing for it because I think they're cool, but this I think a little bit this past Christmas, but certainly this upcoming.
oh yes, Tyler, I agree.
season.
That'll be sick.
Get your dreams.
do you guys think that these new themes that come out and die after a couple years, do you think they're just struggling because most kids nowadays just care about like stuff that's tied to an IP like Marvel, Harry Potter, Star Wars, etc.? Because like for I don't
It's
know,
part
like,
of it. Yeah.
me growing up, man, like it was all Harry Potter, a little bit of Star Wars. The rest of my Star Wars stuff was like actual toys. So when it came to Lego Harry Potter, I was just more excited about that. But like my whole life, I mean, like space and everything is cool, but I don't know, man. It's like if a new theme isn't an absolute heater, I guess you could say that about Monkey Kid, but it's I don't know.
Well,
It's
so traditionally Lego, and this isn't like old news. It probably is old way of thinking, but they've come out and said it that there's a nomadic theme. Sorry, there's a nomadic group of designers that are on a team like Dreams because they already know it's not going to last. It's only supposed to last for whether a couple waves or one wave or a couple waves.
Yeah.
And then they move on. That Ninjago was one of those waves. Like Ninjago was not supposed to live on way past how it is right now. It was supposed to sunset a long time ago. But when people found out that it was going to end, they kind of blew up. So they just kept it around. So now they go off of this second wave rule. So if the second wave sells really good, no matter how well the first wave does, they continue with another wave. And that's how they continue to keep moving forward. If that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. I mean, you can't invest much more. You got to have a second one ready in case, like you said, in case it's a heater, in case it cranks. You got to have something in the hopper. And then throwing in my retail 2 cents. You gotta get those in front of the buyers and get them committed well in advance, which means you've already sold it in. You got to make it. And if it flops,
so that comes straight from Lego. They said it themselves. Like if you want a theme to continue, make sure everyone buys that second wave. Because after that, it's going to sunset. So once they made the decision after the second wave, there'll be a third maybe, but they've already have a sunset for that theme.
I'm surprised then because like I feel like the Monkey Kid first wave was way better than the second. I mean, Sean's
Monkey Kid's targeting an audience not meant for us. That's why they keep it going.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, Monkey Kid.
I just couldn't keep up. I love a lot of it. I got pretty much what I wanted from 1 and 2, and then I just kind of was like, I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So Monkey Kid technically isn't a Lego original theme, though, right? I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's like based off of mythology that is already in existence, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean that helps it in those regions. Those tales, for lack of a better term, are really important over there. So yeah, I mean that kind of is effectively a pseudo sort of IP. So that helped. Here's that dragon, dude. There's that Ryu baby dragon with the 3 fins. It's awesome. I like it. This will be a pickup. $14.99. What was it? 16. Throw it in with the dinos. Have a little combat. See what happens. Brent, are you in for this one?
Oh yeah, I mean, like,
Brent buys every Ninjago set under $30. It's just something he's
dude, I'll tell you what though, the first Ninjago $30 banger I bought was the Gamers Market. It came with 9 minifigures.
Yeah.
9. That was like the first one where I was like, this is legit. I mean, that was the first time I truly saw like the value of like the Monkey Kid set. So
Do you think that's how they keep the kids going for Ninjago? Like you just overstack minifigures in a set, and kids just want minifigs. So
probably how they keep adults going buying it too.
hey, that goes both ways,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
By the way, Jay wants everyone to know that there's new Sora hair, so he's gonna have to day one FTJ.
Uh-oh.
So
I'm excited to buy some Monkey Kid tomorrow, or I'm sorry, Ninjago tomorrow.
it's interesting. Indiana Jones flopped, even though it's a big name. I don't know that it flopped. I mean, we were looking at the sales data. I mean, it's in line with everything else, and I think I saw rumors. I mean, is it Star Wars? No. Is it botanicals? No.
I mean,
not
only have
that
like
level, but it's like
3 sets.
yeah. And that Temple set one set of the year in a lot of outlets. You know what I mean? So like, who knows?
Yeah, that's right. Ninjago is well priced.
Mayo in the house, and it is well priced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially around clearance time. That's when Brent really pounces on it.
Dude, get some good. Yeah. That's the only time I'm pouncing on sets anymore. It's just
Firebird, you need to do that and make him look like a Dragon Zord.
dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah, Firebird said I have yet to buy any Ninjago Dragon, but I'm tempted. Like if he just turns into a mech.
Dude, that'd be sick. It'd be Firebird. There's your next video idea.
Yeah,
Well,
change your name. Firebird Mechs. I mean, let's just get going. Second channel,
Dude,
Firebird Mechs.
he could have a separate just company that sells the instructions to his mech mocks. And
he's becoming a mech. Yeah, he's a mech mod king over there. You know what I mean? So, all right, Shy. Let's talk about you for a minute.
I just like, what's going on?
Your favorite thing?
Sauce.
All right. So Shy, I don't know how much you want to give. I mean, obviously the show's out there. People know about it. You've been very busy though, with working on it. So whatever you want to share here is cool. But setup sitting on a stoop. Obviously, our very own Brent from Brent's Bricks was the inaugural guest on Sitting on a Stoop. Sorry, I got to get my hip hop in.
Sean, what's your abbreves for this? You abbreviate everything. What would you call this? I'm gonna listen to some Stoops while I.
Yeah, probably Stoops. Yeah, you're right.
Listen to some Stoops.
I'm gonna hit the Stoops real quick, and then yeah, you're right. You nailed it. If I had to pick one.
Yeah, I mean,
so real quick. So for those who don't know, who must have lived underneath some sort of cave or rock. What's the term? A rock. You were hosting the best show on YouTube.
Rip.
By many, acclaimed by many. The title is escaping me right now.
Cali Bricklink.
When I first said it, it did escape me. Cali Bricklink.
CBC. Yeah, it's Cali Bricklink.
It's been that long, man. And that would be like, I'm just listening to Cali or Cali Brick, right? That's what everybody ended up calling it. But anyways, I would say critically acclaimed show. Everybody liked it. Great guests. Classic show. Decided to sunset that for reasons, but that doesn't stop you. You still had the yearning to do this sort of interview format, high end, serious. You like to be very serious. Although you were cutting up a little bit on some of these. I like to see that.
Yeah.
Me and Shy had some fun. We just kept talking about like
hip hop ending.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome. Captivating. You should have put that as the title. Did you put that as the title?
I don't remember.
Put a cob ending. Yeah, do that. But anyway, I don't know.
The Seeps.
The Seeps. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Seeps.
The Seeps.
No, the Stoops works, man. I like that.
Well, what is it? SOAS?
Sauce.
Just like sauce.
That is sauce.
Different way to spell sauce.
The latest episode of that sauce. You got to say it like that too. All right.
Appreciate that, Caleb.
Everybody mourns the loss of Cali Brick Click because they're left with this effectively. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nice.
Hey man, you guys won the you guys won the COVID podcast wars.
COVID
That's a pretty
podcast battle royal.
that's
Battle
you know,
Royale.
rest in peace, Cali Bricklink, Stud Buds. All that's left, you know. I mean, right now, you know, all great shows. You guys, you got, you know, Good Morning Brick
Morning.
World. You
I think
got
they've been going on a little longer than us.
oh yeah, they've been going, but hey, you
Way
guys have
longer,
been
I think.
killing it though. So you know, I'm happy that you guys are here. But sitting on a stoop, yeah. So just I don't know
Tell
where,
it.
where Sean was
Tell it.
going with any of that. But
Me, I like to just fill time by saying things, Shy. That's what I do.
obviously, I just
No,
didn't know
but
when to
I was
come in.
teeing you up. We have sidebars. It's fine. You said, what do you want to call it? You launched me into a whole nother stratosphere. Here's the deal. So Calibre Click, legendary show. You wanted to keep doing the interview, talking format thing.
Mhm.
It is now a one-on-one situation, which I said like a Barbara Walters, you know,
Oh yeah, exactly like that.
Joe Rogan.
serious Joe Rogan, whatever you want to call it, one-on-one.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the ones that you've that have already been out. You happy with, you know, give it what it is and what do you
Oh, yeah,
want it
I'll
to be
just
long
give
term.
you everything. So look, Cali Bricklink ended, and that was like a big, you know, although in comparison to my actual channel, it was a small portion of it, but I really did cherish that, right? And you know, in the beginning, we were really like just talking about politics and whatever was going on in the Lego community, which you find in a lot of other places that you could, you know, that does, you know, kind of shows similar to, you know, that. But it kind of morphed into like really finding creators out there and content creation. So if you anybody, and a lot of those videos are still useful for if you're a Lego content creator in any way, whether that be Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, or you know, wherever you want to post something Lego content related. So you know, Claire really kind of pulled that out of the conversation. So what I took from it was really just, you know, Lego aside, we all love Lego, but you know, like in real life, if you were to really kick it with, you know, a Lego friend that you met online or at a lug or whatever, your Lego conversation really only lasts for like 10 to 15 minutes at a time. For the most part, you're talking about other stuff, and that's that other stuff that really gets you like determining whether or not you like this person or not. So, you know, and that's how real friendships are kind of formed, because you really get to know what makes this person tick, or if I could really get along with you if Lego's not being discussed.
Starts with
So
Lego, ends with a cruise. You know what I mean?
exactly. So you know, like every time, you know, Sean and I kicked it, like we talked Lego for like a second, and
You can
then
stand in line at the Lego store and talk
yeah,
about anything but. I mean, pretty
but
much.
Lego. You know, every time we're at a convention, like, you know, you're so overwhelmed with Lego stuff,
Yeah.
you kind of want to go do some other stuff, like, you know, medieval times. That's like a perfect example right there. So I kind of wanted
It
to
had a
continue
loose
that.
tie-in castle.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
like
I
that, like that. But I kind of want to continue that with like sitting on a stoop. But how do I do that to kind of stick out? I mean, I've invested a lot of time with, I guess networking would be a good one. Trusting me to be able to invite me over to your house is a big deal. So that's another one. I have all this equipment. Screw it. Let me just make this happen. I love creating like this interviewee type of feel. And right now, I really don't know where it's gonna go. I can't possibly and financially afford to do it every week unless I start reverting back to like doing it over, you know, StreamYards or OBS or whatever streaming platform there
So
are.
that's the other big thing we need to call out. It is in person.
It's in person, yeah. So it's more so like when I get it, that's when you'll see it. And for example, the past 4 that are out right now, fortunately for me, yet, you know, Brent came through LA for another reason. Yo, you want to be the first one? Sure, I'm down. Nervous, but it still worked out. Holly came in from, you know, Australia, just wanted to hang out and go to Disneyland, do some things in LA. Yo, Holly, you want to come through? Cool, knocked that one out. You know, we did, you know, Pan Fred Noodle. He lives local, he's SoCal, so that was easy. Same thing with you know, MKM Brick. You know, he's 2 hours north from me. It's not that hard of a drive. I've already been to his house, easy and easy peasy. So this past weekend, though, was my first attempt to kind of travel far beyond California. and I went to Austin. And we already know of the Austin hub. Shout out to Josh from Josh Build Stuff, Emily and Ross from the Sauruses, or Emma Saurus if you want to brand them together. You have Rob the Builder from ELPN and his own other stuff right there. And you also have Gene's version, or Gene. And then there's another two creators there that kind of coming up, which is I found interesting that I wanted to interview them. They're called the Belayers. They just came out of, they're very, very small. And this is an example of the kind of things that we're talking about. For them, like in comparison to the other 5 creators, like you would be asking yourself why, but it's kind of cool to get a perspective of someone that just joined the community and like kind of understand like what they are currently seeing. Because a lot of us, we've been here for a while, and it's like we're kind of numb to a lot of new things, or we're not really nervous when we talk to each other. So to see them trying to come up is an interesting topic. And you have Gene and Emily being women and what they have to be dealing with, like when they go to conventions or when they're talking to people online, that type of stuff. Or like
You're
Josh,
not allowed to ask that, Shy.
Hey, so
Josh
Josh
ripped for asking that on your show, but
well,
I digress.
I don't have that issue. So
you remember that, Brent?
I remember
Credit for saying what's
if you want to know what I'm talking about, go to Cali Bricklink and go to Sean's episode.
Terrible.
Hey, good conversation. Conflict's good.
In
conversation like
there was
that.
no need for it though. It was absolutely uncalled for.
But that's pretty much what the whole basis is like, yeah, there's Lego talk, but it's mainly getting to know the person on the other end. And fortunately for me, most of these people that I'm talking to I already knew, so a lot of it is just kind of shooting. So if you really want to get to see what makes these people tick on a one-on-one basis, that would be a place to check out. Self-plugging here.
I will always be nervous. Why would you be nervous talking to Shy?
It's okay, so it is funny though. So when I enter these, it's cool in 2 places, right? One, I'm going into these these creators' personal spaces, my friends' personal spaces, and Brent knows like what it's like to come in here and be like, whoa. So you're only used to seeing this portion of the room, but when you look around and see the rest of the the 3D aspect of the space, it really trips you out. And then when Brent was fortunate to actually sit here and look at himself in this same setup, and he freaked out. So when I was setting up the equipment, because no one really knew how much really came into the podcast, the camera setup, the lights, the mics, the roadcaster. So even when I was at like Emily and Ross's place and I set it up, and when they said test and they heard themselves, light bulb change. Everything, the vibe is totally different. So I don't know. It's just
recorded,
it's how I felt when the Bricks King podcast, he sets up at Brickworld. So everyone that's going to Brickworld, you'll see him. Make a right, you'll see him. He invited me on his podcast, and that was my feeling. Headphones, listening to a mic, boom. This is like a like they felt real, like a real podcast scenario when I can actually hear everything that's going on, like equal. There's no like I'm too loud, you're too loud, or there's background noise here but not there, so you don't really get to see the overall experience. So
only the best is good enough, just to be clear.
but in the end, it's just a different vibe when you're actually talking to someone face to face versus over a screen. So I don't know. I it's my first time traveling, so there's a lot of learning pains for traveling with 5K worth of stuff on the plane.
Good, yeah. And especially when you unpacked like half of it just to send me like a 10-second clip telling Sean happy birthday.
I already I was like, oh shit, let's do this. But no, I got good. It takes me 30 minutes to set up, 30 minutes to break down. At the end, it took me 15 minutes to set up and 15 minutes to break down. So doing the Austin thing really got me figuring out like how much I can do in a day at Chicago or at any of the conventions. So going forward, I'm going to be heavily reliant at like conventions to be able to pull episodes off for the future. So it is pricey to go see people. It's not cheap.
Yeah, no, it's
they should be paying you to come see them.
Well, you're gonna start batching them, and obviously the cons are a great place to do that. You're gonna be doing a bunch in Brickworld. Are you doing Atlanta? No.
Probably not this year, no, but maybe next year.
Okay. So look forward to more of those from Shy. So if you miss Cali Bricklink, like a lot of folks do. I think you'll be very happy with this. And I'm gonna go ahead and drop this in the chat over on the YouTube side of things so everybody can hit that link and give. I know all of you are sub to Shy's main channel, but please sub over on Sitting on a Stoop as well. Just more great Lego conversation. You guys are watching this. You love hearing people yap and talk about Lego and sometimes other stuff, sometimes mostly other stuff, depending on the episode and what the news cycle is like. But yeah, that's awesome, man. Well,
No, but I promise you, the next 6 episodes are gonna be pretty good.
dude, I thought it was spelled sitting without the G. My bad.
No, it's proper sitting on a stoop. There's no breathe.
No breves. I mean,
No
come on,
breathes.
you gotta leave a little bit of that.
Yeah,
out.
no, sitting on a stoop. Just like, okay, so like real life, like if anybody here is fortunate to have a porch in their house or a stairs in
I
front of
get
their
it.
house, you're really when you're with the homies just sitting there, you're just talking about random stuff. So exactly that, but I'm filming it. So
Which
Thanks,
also, Shy, I'm kind of living in regret that we didn't take a stoop picture. But
we'll take.
it
Well, I
was-
mean, we wouldn't have. It was
wasn't-
too dark.
It was yeah, I was gonna say it was at
We
night.
came through
anyways.
like at 10 o'clock at night. But
Yeah.
no, it's cool. I mean, when I took out of it, everyone that I've recorded, I mean, Brent, you could say like, dude, what was that experience like having a
dude.
conversation like that?
It was awesome. I mean, for me, and dude, I was on. It was just like not only was like the experience of like seeing, the Shy Time is My Time production in person and seeing his set. Like anytime you see something that you've seen in a video, then you go see it in person. It's like
Yeah.
surreal and kind of weird. But like for me, I was getting like, I mean, Shy picked me up from where I was staying in LA. We got in and out after. Like for me, I mean, yeah, like it was a very California experience. My first time in LA. So I mean that was or second time in LA.
Second
But-
time.
Second time in LA, but I wasn't really in the city really, and it was cool to yeah, man, the whole experience. I mean, it was very much like doing the podcast was awesome, but like just hanging with Shy again and like going in and out with him after like that.
Yeah, I don't think Brent has like the maybe the jitters that maybe some others did because he does this every week. You know what I mean?
Oh no,
Yeah.
I definitely still, but dude, because I have jitters anytime I do something in person. I would shout out to Ride the Wave podcast who had me on there. It's like a local sports podcast here around Southern Ohio.
Yeah.
I mean, I did theirs in person, and I still was like, because I walked in, they're already rolling live, and so I'm just like, oh hey, I'm here. So no, dude, anytime I do an in person thing, and I mean, I've done another local podcast that was. It was audio only, but it was very like Shy was talking with the headphones and like equal level and like, you know what I mean? Like I've had it's weird. I'm very used to this, like the online stream type of thing. But anytime
The
it's
live.
like
You're doing it
yeah,
live.
that too.
So
Yeah, which is weird because I'm more used to live than not live. It's the weird. Even when I did Cali Bricklink for the first time, I had like the jitters because I'm so used to just being live and going in the chat and everything. And it's so weird because so many people it'd be the opposite. Like they're way more uncomfortable on live than not live. So
so you just mentioned right there. So like at Cali Bricklink, we were pretty much we were not live. So what happens a lot is that you get comfortable, you can get vulnerable, which is a good thing. So you can get real conversation out of people where you don't have to censor yourself.
What up, Rich?
What up, Rich? And then you could afterwards, I would edit out things that you probably shouldn't have said because you're really comfortable. So just imagine doing it face to face, reacting to facial expressions, emotions. It's a totally different experience. So I don't know. I enjoy it. Like it gives me purpose here as far as like the community is concerned. Like I'm not trying to be like the show. I completely accept the fact that it's going to be a small, tiny thing, but it really is my happy place, like with all of this. And right now I've been like grinding on the next episode. It's it's only an hour conversation with Gene. But I think where I'm at with it, so it's not like I just film and upload. It's a lot of editing in between.
I know. Yeah.
So
I refuses to do that.
Yeah, no, I don't. I refuse to be simple. Today's short that I dropped was 8 hours of editing.
Oh my
Mine
god.
was the loner short was 4 luxurious minutes. So
And they probably did better than mine. It's all good. So that's pretty much it in a
well,
nutshell.
look at
man.
this show. Tyler joins the show here.
Hey,
Hey, were you taking
up?
a nap? You all
What's up,
right?
man?
Everything good over there? You-
Huh? I'm only 10 minutes late.
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
It's about an hour and 30.
No.
Oh,
Listen,
my bad. I thought it was only 8:35 my time, not 9:35 my time.
no, it's
Damn.
shy time. You should recognize.
Yeah, it's shy
Listen.
time.
No, but Tyler gave warning, and when it's not a Star Wars show, I'll be there if I get there. You know, he's like,
Well,
you
I
look-
said I'll hop on. I
Of
never
course.
said I'll be there fair and square right at the start. I
There you
said
go.
I'll eventually hop on.
It's all good. Everybody, welcome Tyler to the stream. Yeah, Shy was talking about sit on a stoop. I don't know if you've been listening, Tyler, but we're looking forward to future
Yeah, I've
episodes.
watched them all. Yeah.
Perhaps,
4 episodes.
perhaps, perhaps Tyler could be a guest. I'm not trying to pressure
I'm
anyone.
hoping.
I would like to come on and have a comfortable interview for once. That would be great.
Yes.
No, Shy, you know what I want? I want you to catch me, like, you know me. I want you to see when I'm most like frantic, excited, whatever, and then like corral me for like a 1 hour and just go, what is going on right now out there? And just let me rip. You can picture it, right? It'll be like unlike
can
any
see
other
it.
interview
can
you've
see it.
had. It'll be
Yeah.
a frenetic, like freak show. And I want to deliver that for you, but we got to do it at the right peak of Brick World. I think
So wait until you're freaking out and then
yeah, basically.
got it.
Don't catch me on my my nap break, the legendary nap breaks that Tyler and Brent know about. You know?
So yeah, based on what I did in Austin, I could only realistically record 4 a day.
Only 4 a day. By the way, guys,
Yeah.
he lugs all this equipment and then tears it down. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, only because of the space of the memory on the cards. I have to data drop them like every time, like every so often, and that takes like an hour on its own.
Well, you don't have to form an 8K, but you choose to do you choose to do that.
So
Tyler's got a loner covering his face right now. I don't know what's going on. All right, there he is. All right. Well, Shy, let's get into the main event topic. I think that's why Tyler called in, because it was such a compelling main event topic. Of course, we're talking about collecting rules. So I have some questions for you guys, like about how you collect. Brent, we've talked about it a couple times. I don't know if we've made it like a full thing, so I wanted to do that. Plus, after the last week of Star Wars drops, which, by the way, huge shout out to Tyler for the consistency. Can we, Brent, Shy, can we give him some right here? Every damn
In the
day.
chat.
He is squeezing blood from a stone on this Star Wars content. Because I think the majority, you even said it, right, Tyler? Was it yesterday or today? Sorry, they're blending together. I just recognize the different outfits and everything. But at some point, you're like, it's kind of not as exciting. We kind of know the whole year at this point. So I'm going to dive into one minute detail about something that might be inaccurate. So what is it like?
I'm just bringing up a bunch.
Congrats on the grind. I'm not making fun. I mean, I want you to keep doing it, but what is it? Let's talk about that. Are you feeling on the verge of any burnout? Are you still finding enough to? How you doing with all that?
Well, see, it's funny that you're saying that, Sean, because today was the day that I didn't get burned out, but I realized I'm not enjoying. Because Sean, I told you in the text basically exactly what happened. I mean, I kind of effed up, man. I effed up my schedule. I didn't get ahead of it. So, look, I don't even consider the fact that I failed. It just needs to happen. I'm going to get a day ahead of myself because today, man, I woke up at 3 p.m. That's what I've been doing. Like, my schedule's just been that. Like, I wake up at 2:30 p.m. I'm like, all right, got to get a video out by, reasonable time in the evening. And it's just, 25 days of doing that just didn't work out. So I need to get a day ahead of myself. I'm going to film a couple tomorrow. So today was a miss today, first day, but I don't even count it, dude. It had to happen. It's not that I got burnt out. I still want to do videos. It's not that I'm tired of making them. It's just my schedule effed me up, man. I mean,
I'm not saying you are. I'm saying, how are you combating it? So you're recognizing that it could be a Verge thing, and now you're just making this. You're like, it could be coming, so you want to get ahead of it.
Well, I mean, technically, no burnout happened, but today was the first day with no upload. But I mean.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
But I don't even. I'm not going to count it as a loss. I mean, it factually is. But if anything, hey, it's a leap year, so I get 1 day free, right? I mean, since if I want to go 365 days,
I don't know. We have to ask Shy if it counts because he's kind of like the life coach.
Yeah, Shy. Do I get a free day on a?
Shy is the life coach.
You already won like 24 uploads in 2024 already,
Each
dude.
one took 4 or 6 hours to edit. By the
Dude,
way.
that's crazy. I can't and they're all videos. I mean, if it would have me, I would have been throwing shorts like every so often to make that count, or like posting something at another platform. You could technically you're still posting, it didn't, but
Leave
you're
them wanting
doing
more.
full
Tyler,
videos
no,
on
seriously.
YouTube, man.
I was kind of going back and forth with like comedy and stuff, but I've told you many times. I think your coverage of this has been spectacular. I was just wondering because I'm watching him every day too. I'm like, what kind of twist is this guy going to put on this today? Like, and really, you can't beat yourself up over that. You were ahead of it. You did it during the peak. You're kind of doing some aftermath stuff, and you're still trying to unearth every little juicy nug out there. It's like, I think the news cycle on that is okay for a moment without you having to break your neck doing another video today. That's my thoughts on it. And the fact that you ran it through that hard.
Well, yeah, and again, it's not
Respect, dude.
burnout. It's not burnout since I'm still going
You
throughout the
feel
whole
it
year.
might be coming, and that's
It's
good. That's good.
Well, yeah, look, I mean, it's just if I would have continued every day doing my whole crunching a video within 4 hours, waking up because I mean, dude, it's been literally 20 days of me going to bed at like 6 in the morning, setting my alarm for like 11 or 12, thinking I can catch a quick little 4 or 5. Doesn't work out. And then I'm back to sleep for another hour, then another hour, then another hour. Then I'm up at 3, and then I got to crank something out in 4 or 5 hours. And it's just, look, man, I mean, I'm not claiming to be no TD Bricks, no fast-paced editor, crazy stuff. I'm not that person, but I can even tell it's 4 or 5 hours. I just can't do it. I gotta give myself more time to at least create the toppest tier of quality that I feel I want to do and that I can. So
yeah, if you notice that slipping, then it's time to take a step back.
Yeah.
I didn't notice, but if you can feel it yourself,
dude, it's been miserable. My schedule, miserable.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Absolutely miserable.
Brent, you're alone in the dark. Are you tired?
Yeah.
You okay?
No.
You don't. I mean, if you want to get some rest or whatever.
No, there was like a truck driving by like 2 miles an hour,
Yeah.
and like I don't know if he was looking for someone or seeing what the fuck I was doing, but I was
He
so
was
ready.
looking for someone. All right.
But dude, I was so ready to be like, I'm in here on call on a podcast. Really look and like show them, because some people that are like up to something sketchy will throw out some like random like reason for why they're like
Yeah,
lurking or
dude,
whatever.
sitting in a car in a parking lot, probably 6, 7 out of 10 times, probably up to no good. I'm gonna go ahead and say, like,
That's what I'm saying. So I was so ready to be like, I really am on a podcast right now. Check it out.
probably the later the worse, So
Yeah.
it is
No, I think
10:43.
it's chill. No, I'm doing good. I mean, I'll probably I don't know. Are you guys doing 2 hours tonight, or you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm no pressure. I know I've done the sit in the car thing. That's all. I mean, enjoy your
Yeah.
vacay, or you can stick around for whatever. I'm just letting you
No,
know.
I mean, everyone's sleeping right now. All
right.
we're really doing tomorrow is going to Disney Springs and hanging out there. I was talking back and forth with Ryan. I don't know if he's gonna meet up with me for a little Lego trip. So Ryan, if you're lurking some reason somehow out there, text me.
Just
But yeah,
98 is back, doing good, man. Good to see you. All right, let's get into this collecting rules. Basically, it's like, what sort of guideline, as we look at a lot of Shy's collection back there, I don't know if there are any.
it's so insane in person.
It's so
like,
insane.
It's
But I mean,
so
are there what are these little maybe lies you tell yourself? Let's kick off with that. Like, Shy, like, for example, I don't know. I've been to the Lego store with you. I feel like you always have a plan. Like, what are some things you tell yourselves? Like, is there, for example, your priorities? Like, what do you have no problem paying day one full price Jones? And what do you tell yourself that, I'll get later for 20% off? Maybe start with something light there.
Well, I mean, for the most part, at least where I'm at with my collection now, when I buy something, I want it. So there's no, I currently have like a list of things like on my want list on Lego, and I kind of categorize things, whereas priority expensive, priority if on sale, and that's pretty, and gift. I have a gift. So like things that I'll buy for other people. So For the most part, like I just grab stuff that I know I'll want to build one day. There's no real rule that to me that I'm going to use it for content at all. So that's what it really comes to Lego. Now, if you want to go into the actual things that I do with content, like army building or like the military stuff or castle building, that's a different game.
Different budget.
Yeah, different budget. So for the most part, like it's, I wait, things with like Lego, I try to wait for gift for purchases, double VIP, things to make it worth my while, especially when I'm on the online pick a brick. Like really I take advantage of, for something like if a gift for purchase is like $100, I need $500 worth of parts. I'm going to pick a brick 5 times and I'll get 5 different GWPs.
Brent, I'll swing it to you on this. I've noticed you've been much more calm on your day one stuff. Do you think it's the longer you're in the hobby? It definitely has happened to me because every month I used to get whatever the hotness was.
Oh yeah.
Obviously that level of burnout has probably happened, but you're to the point where you're barely getting stuff. Now you've been extremely busy the last 4 months too, so you can tell me if that's it. But anyway, are you kind of cool with being in the I'm waiting for a sale and that's fine, or is there what would it take to get you off the rocking chair and back into the store? Like what would get you motivated?
Yeah, so I mean, it does have a lot to do with me being busy. I was working 2 jobs, 6-7 days a week sometimes, saving for this trip that I'm on right now. But a big part of it goes back to, and I've said it before, like I got so much stuff on clearance, mostly in the middle part of the year, like Brick World week, like leading up to Brick World, during Brick World, even a little bit
You
after
do like
Brick
big
World.
drop. You do big hauls, I guess is.
Well, I just, for me, like I'm so busy, like sure, I would have loved to grab like 4 or 5 battle packs like right when they came out, and I'm sure I would have got a couple if I didn't have this trip coming up. But for me, I'm just like, man, like it just burns me on the inside when I know I don't have time to build something right away or do something with that set right away. Like if I'm gonna buy it full price Jones and it's going in the backlog, and then I see it on clearance or at least some kind of deal,
Burns.
I'm just like, it just burned because I mean, a big part of it is, man, like when I first started my channel, like most Lego channels are just, oh, I'm gonna do reviews. Like that's the vanilla like Lego thing to do. No knock against anybody doing reviews. I still watch reviews, but like it's the vanilla thing to do. But especially when you find something early, or even if you get it day one, that there's that hype to where you're at least gonna post pictures of it or do a review or something like that. And obviously, I fell way off of doing reviews. I can't even remember the last time I did one. So that aspect, like, okay, I don't really care about having it to post about it during its hype. And it's like, unless it's like a UCS set with a GWP, that's nothing too. I got to be GWP driven to be. Oh, Tyler, what was that new term you came up with on your stream for day one buy?
D1B. D1B, yeah.
You like that, Sean? Little D1B.
I mean, it's no FPJ, but it's
Dude,
no,
as soon as Tyler said that in stream,
I actually like it. I like it
well,
better.
Technically 2 different things, right?
No,
I mean,
I know.
FPJ could be second day. You could go in there Sunday instead of Saturday and get it for FPJ, but D1B is only D1B.
No, I like D1B a lot. Yeah.
Little D1B.
Might lift that one. I like it.
Yeah, but I gotta be driven by a GWP or just it's a super hyped UCS set that I know isn't gonna just go on a Target roll or a Walmart rollback real soon. But yeah, man, I got so much stuff on clearance during like the midway through 2023 that I'm like, man, like I'm at least waiting to see if what I want does go on somewhat of a clearance. Because dude, I was seeing in Chicago, in Schaumburg last year, I was seeing Harry Potter sets that have only been out for a week. Well, maybe not a week, but like a month, and they were on clearance. Like the what's the one from Goblet of Fire? It's the second challenge, and they're on the Black Lake. They go underwater. You got Crumb and you guys know what I'm talking about. That set was like $45. Came out, bought it for 30 in Schaumburg a month after it was out. So yeah,
I get it.
I'm clearance Cody to the map. I'm the
we are
commander of the clearance Codys at this point.
We are
it's just how it is.
We are in an age though where that is happening more and more. So I think, obviously being cautious with the dollars. We just had a record, I feel like, Q4, especially from Lego themselves. So it definitely makes sense. Tyler, you're obviously the Star Wars guy. What I want to ask you, like, something about me is I know if I buy one, I get into the Lay's ordeal where you can't eat just one. Do you have that similar challenge where you're like, I'm thinking about buying one of these, not for content, for personal, and then you're like, nah, because I know I'm going to end up going down a rabbit hole and eating, all 12 sets ever made or something like that? Or what do you have any sort of rails for your purchases like that at all?
Well, so for me, I mean, I gotta say, and I gotta give myself a little pat on the back. I mean, for the past, like, I would say since like middle of 2022, so like, I mean, coming up on 2 years, I'd say. But most importantly, like, the past 6 months or a year, I'd say. I mean, I really have learned to. I think I hit that mature point in my life where like I finally realized like what's important to have to spend money on. You know what I mean? Like I'm finally at that point where I've been through 3 stages probably. Of course, when I was like real young, like ages 8 through 14, 15, like sure, it was 80% bought for by my parents or other people. Like that's just what it is. I put some money out there, but like that's really where that collection was at. So I didn't really value the dollar back then, and nor do I think most kids do. And then when I moved into like maybe like 18 through 21, of course, getting your first credit cards and stuff, I went through a little stinge there where definitely just overbought a lot of stuff, and like none of it was for. There was definitely a very bad stage in my life, dude, like 2020, 2021, where I just was buying way too much all the time. And I was going through some like sad stuff too. So I mean, I fully blame myself? Not necessarily, but I finally got that all cleared up, like late 2022, basically 100% on the upside now, which is just a good feeling. Besides like the car and phone, I guess, but I mean, everyone's got that type of stuff, but like actual, just like stupid debt. I'm been on the upside for a while. So I finally hit that mature point for the past year or so where I've really just realized what's needed and what's not. The first step I took was diving. I got rid of all my other collections that I used to do, and I'm only Lego now. And for base, maybe not everyone here in the chat, but like, luckily for me, I'm very fortunate where it's like basically anything Lego I can just write off as is, whether I sell it, keep it as a prop, whatever. So anything Lego, at least I have the knowledge for. I can write it off, and at some point, I know kind of what's going on with it. Like maybe not every last theme, but like if it's on clearance, like I got a reason to buy it. Basically anything Lego, it just makes sense. So I don't really blame myself at that point. But I still do, cater around purchases. All right, if it's anything on clearance, it makes sense. But for myself, all right, going like in my personal collection, I mean, I've really been good at the fact of like, again, I'm a clone boy, but like I don't need. I understand there's literally no value in me buying 50 battle packs, like no self value. I'm not saying for other people there's not, but like for me, I get no satisfaction buying 100 battle packs just to crack them open, just to get the figures out, because I'm not a fan of the figures first off, and it's even probably a little bit for me too.
You're not a base plate Betty, is that what you're saying?
Look, I am for the right clones, okay, but for modern clones, I'm not. But I think it's also part of the reason that I've just kind of grown up and realized like. And not to knock other people that collect, but there's part of me that realizes, look, I will never have, like when you see people like Bruce Swift, well, shout out to Bruce Swift on Instagram. I don't know if anyone knows. I mean, like when you see stuff like that, I just understand, like, I don't really care to be the best, but like, I know me cracking open 100 501st just to say I have 100 501st literally means nothing in the grand scheme of things to anyone else, and it means nothing to me. So I'm just not going to do it.
Somebody's already done it.
Well, yeah, I don't do that type of stuff. I mean, I get stuff, day one when I really like it. I buy something, I build it here and there. But for the most part, I've really been able to tame my purchases.
Well, actually, I think everyone can relate to this. So I learned that lesson maybe about keeping up with the Joneses or whatever, taking it back to high school. I mean, I think we all went through this, but maybe Shy Zero was more similar to mine, where you had to have the dopest system in the car, right? And and so you're chasing this dragon that you're never going to get. We all had, most of us, my friend groups, we weren't rich. We all had I had an 86 Camry, I think, but I was like, it's a terrible car, but you know what? It gets me from point A to point B. And also we're ripping out that factory stereo. We're going to put in the Alpine, and then we're going to put in
the Alpine.
You know what I'm talking about. It was either that or a Ken Wood. You know what I'm talking about?
Damn.
And these two boys are like, what the hell are you even talking about?
What's a CD player?
It's a CD player. But no, but
Got a
Tyler, I hear
six-disc
you, because
changer in there?
I think part of it is you think you're doing it for yourself, but there becomes a point where you're like upgrading, and the same thing can be with clones. How much firepower do you need in your car in terms of your your subs, your tweeters, and blah 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 blah. And so I picked up on that quick because I think I did get to the mountaintop at one point, and it wasn't so much that I got knocked off, but I'm like, man, you start going like, I spent a lot to get here, and then the new model of whatever comes out, and you're like, nobody's gonna remember that, nobody's gonna care. So I say it's what you do with it. The fact that you bought whatever it was, 20 of the clones, the new battle pack,
23.
23. You went MJ on it, but it made sense at the time, like for the content. It still looks fantastic.
It's for the content.
Well, and also, I mean,
I don't
there's already
think
been like
I
8 of
believe
those that have been
Tyler
given
when he
away.
says he wouldn't have bought that many if it wasn't for the content. I mean, and it was a good flex, and it made a great backdrop, and it was it was a cool moment.
Yeah. But even then, I mean, I feel like for
you weren't
myself,
out there saying I need 100 of these to be the most successful.
well, even then, I mean, I think psychologically, I tell myself too. It's like, all right, I might have bought 20 of them, but like I've only opened up, the one I got from the UK, which that made its money back on the video and everything, which that's great. But the ones I got at Walmart early, for regular retail, I tell myself too. I mean, technically, sure. I mean, I made some posts about it. It was cool in the backdrop. I mean, I can write them off. It is what it is. But also, I haven't opened them yet, so it's like, do I? Like, did I really spend money? I don't know. It's weird. I think about it that way. That's why I don't open a lot of stuff. And I don't have room. First off, I don't want it just to get dusty. I'm sick of my stuff just being built and thrown around and getting dusty and dirty. So, but in general, I feel like technically, I still have all my $30 values back here because they're not out of the box yet. So, I mean, that's just kind of where I'm at. But I mean, I still control what I buy up front because that's not always the case.
Yeah.
One thing real quick before I forget, because I forgot about it twice already. Now I just remembered again, but I thought about it earlier, like when I seen Sean throw up the
shout out to
Instagram
Firebird
post.
and the Camry. It's a reliable automobile. Go ahead.
It is.
Oh,
Still is.
Toyotas are great. But as far as like collecting habits and like rules or whatever, like I used to think that I'm gonna get every Lego Star Wars set. Not ever, but like from the point I started collecting, like on. But like for me, like I'm like, dude,
That's
I
my
like-
life right now, minus 1 or 2 UCSs that I plan on getting.
Yeah.
For.
But the thing is, like
They bring me the most joy, I think.
That's totally possible if you're truly into one theme. If you truly don't care about anything else other than whatever the theme is, by all means, I feel like you should do it. But for me, I like too many other themes for me to just buy a couple 4+ Star Wars sets or like a diorama that I don't want or like Chewbacca. Like 2 years ago, I would have been like, I gotta get Chewbacca or I gotta get the land speeder. I still might get the land speeder, but like I know I'm not gonna get Chewbacca. Like there's sets I know I'm not gonna get, and that's totally okay with me because turn that into a positive because there's so many other themes I like and so many other sets I still want to get to where I'm like, it's for me, unless you got like disposable money and you can collect every set from every theme and still, every theme that you want, get everything. But I mean,
you just reminded me. You know who we should have had Duck on for this episode.
I know, right? Other thing too, I want to bounce.
What
off
are your
Tyler real quick.
collecting rules? I'm sorry, I don't understand the question. What are you?
Rules.
All right, well, that was a couple
I
of
bring
brickheads for
I
today.
bring empty suitcases to conventions and drop racks. I have no rules.
Yeah.
No holds barred. If I
Well,
got
and I think
stuff,
that's part of it. Like I've just always been interested in like kind of people's methodology, and now I'm realizing, we've got content creators mixed in here with me and Brent. We're like very fringe on that. We're just kind of normies with a show,
Yeah.
Like but like I also realize, and I need to start talking to you guys because we would like to grow and expand and stuff like that. And I would want to try my hand at maybe a unique style of reviewing and stuff like that. So maybe I could get into that world a little bit.
I mean, if you want that type of stress, then go for it. But
it wouldn't be. But I would not. You guys know me. I would not do it. Normie. Yeah, I would not be a normie. I'd have to really come up with something. And I'm challenging my brain to do that.
Do that.
Be on brand for us, for me, to do that. And it might not even be that. I'm watching what Tyler's doing, and I'm like, there's something there where it's similar to this, and then maybe little interstitials of it. And I like how Josh does it, and I feel like and this is why, a lot of us are buds, because we have a lot in common. I'm like, I could see, but again, this is all talk, but so I'm my rules that I'm establishing is, I know myself. I do dig the dream stuff. I really do. But outside of like that, I think the bunny rabbit set or whatever I've gotten, like, because Harlow really was tugging my arm for it, and it didn't take much motivation, because I was like, I want that for sure. I think it's rad. I just knew that if I got into that heavy, I would have the whole wave, And so
Mhm.
that's one of mine, is like, just be careful with the rabbit hole. I also think it is cool to buy one set. Here's another thing I go through is like, okay, if I get one set from each theme at some point, in my way, my sick brain works is I add all that up, and I'm like, man, that was 250 that I could have put towards, you know what I mean? Like collectively, that was 250 that I could have put towards the thing I really wanted anyway. And now I'm stuck with 6 little sets, which you guys know me. I don't really like little sets. Because
Yeah.
I'm becoming more, I'm a most fig guy I've ever been now, but it still doesn't dry. I like the complete package, man.
Oh yeah, I
That,
totally get that.
yeah, like I'm loving just, a little junior army building, maybe a base plate here, but certainly not 17 of them or anything like that. But yeah, I kind of look at like, is this keeping me away from my goals on stuff I wanted from a long time? And there's stuff that's always in peril that's going to be retiring, and you try to prioritize that. But I got to say, one thing that is tough, and a couple people called out in the chat, is that day one hype. This is what this show is. I feel like is like we're all about hype over here. Reason being, I love it myself. I don't just hype stuff. I walk the talk. When there's a heater coming out, even though I know something might be retiring, it's like, well, that'll have to wait because I got a D1B FPJ this bad.
So like you're also talking about
T-shirt idea coming soon, Tyler.
so yeah, so there's always the hype thing, and I think with Lego, it's very easy to fall in that trap. And like for me though, it's a little different. So if you're in the customs,
Brent had to go. Everybody give Brent a
no.
dub for showing up real quick
He-
on his
have a
vacay.
good night. Security probably told him to go inside. but so like if you're
his wife called.
wife, yeah, I got it. Wife calls, I get inside. So the custom world, it's like you buy it or you'll never see it again. So that's another thing that I found myself into. And the reason why I got myself out of it, because well, I mean, not fully out of it, but I just don't buy as much, is that companies like Citizen Brick, Brickmania, Brick Veteran, Eclipse, Clone Customs, like they can sell out and not ever bring it back. I know Lego's the same way, but the scarcity of these items are far greater than you would a Lego set. So, and things that like Lego won't make, like what's something that Citizen Brick has right now, like that's fire. Damn, I can't even think of anything. So anything that Citizen Brick does, right? It's pad printed, great quality.
No,
they do things that Lego does. Gone.
Perfect example. Which, by the way, I'm going to try to get them on. By the way,
Good luck.
Shy, don't come on.
Hey man, he's flicked on me 3 times.
Okay. Let me do my thing.
Do your thing.
That being said, thanks for the heads up, and you've been right about that stuff before. Yeah. So let's talk about that. And I do want to do a customs episode at some point, and maybe that should have been tonight. Who knows? But I'm having fun with this. That is one world that I have not gone down, other than collecting my friends' figures, some of which are custom, some are genuine, that are cobbled together from existing parts. But I have not even bought one custom ever. I don't think. If somebody can recall one in the lore, let me know. But outside of my friend's stuff, I don't think I have anything on that. And I want to. I mean, I love Citizen Brick, dude. I love what they have going on. Not only like the recognizable characters, the Kenny Powers, the Hulk Hogan. I mean, there's so many that I want, but I just know what's gonna I want Boner Wonderland. I think it's cool. I want that lowrider. They had the lowrider on sale last year, and I was like, dude, it's now the time.
It's cool.
And I just
I still justify the pricings for you, right? Is that what's holding you back?
No, it's gonna. I think it's not the pricing necessarily. I mean, they are expensive, sure, but it's gonna take away from some of the other sort of main goals. And also, I know myself, and I get into something, you know, addictive personality, whatever. I'm going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm going to be calling you, going like, "Wait, all right, so what's the next one, man? I need to hit," you know, that kind of thing. So that is one of my primary collecting rules. I'm doing genuine Lego only. I don't have any under. If I ever need to dump out of some of this stuff, I know that it'll do fine. I don't know enough about the market on
customs.
On customs. I'm seeing some stuff which is interesting, but like you got to be really knowledgeable and nuanced in there to know what could possibly pop off. Obviously, things like Invisible Man and stuff like that, where it's super limited, super hyped. I'm aware of it.
Perfect example, right? If you get those are sets and figs that if you don't buy day one, first minute that it drops, you will never see it again.
Like Supreme, yeah,
yeah. And those figs, believe it or not, you know, they retail for $35 to $50, can go way over a G on eBay.
All right, we got some supers we need to catch up on. KO, I see you, bud. If you're taking off, thanks for so much for stopping by, dude. Let me get to these real quick. All right. You got another $2, the double from Ostif's Bricks. Tyler, he's changed his name. He's no longer Darth Ostif, so it's throwing me for a loop this evening. Swenson's is king. I guess it's a burger. We're a little behind here. Loner runs. Beat those one-nighters. Okay. Moments was so generous. He gifted some memberships, Tyler. Apparently, we were trying to figure out how to. YouTube had supposedly given us 10 to give away. I did not see them, or I would have done it. Well, Timmy K. Poindexter, Junior Esquire. It's a mouthful. Gifted 5 memberships as well. Huge shout out to you, sir. Much appreciated. KO, the original, the first ever channel member, with a double, giving us a 2-piece of the pounds variety. Enjoy a cob and also Shy. Don't steal my army. And then Ostif with another one. 501. For hosts, I hate the new 5s, but I need it for 9-year-old Ostif to go next to my OG Rex. And is that such a bad trait? Hate, but need for fulfillment.
Wow. See that right there, that last 2 words, for fulfillment. Like, you were there with me when we went to go get the modular, and what was the questions like?
Oh, dude,
yeah. Right? That's a perfect example right there. Like, do you want this?
Quick plug for a couple of brickheads. Did you do one too that day? You did, right? Did you do a?
I didn't release it right away.
You didn't really. No. You didn't release it ever, or
I did, but it's like 8 months later.
Oh, I think it was just like little clips. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So guys, not right now because we're having a good time right here on a couple of brickheads, but go into the vault on our video side, not on our live side. I did a New Year's Day 2023 Lego run with Shy, and yeah, in the video you'll see I've never seen anyone so upset about buying something. He's like, I was like, so what are you getting today? You know, and he's like, I'm getting the modular, and I'm paraphrasing, but you're like, I'm not happy about it. I'm just doing it because I have to.
I'm not happy about it.
Whatever. I'm paraphrasing, but it was something where it was like a chore to you.
Yeah.
But then you got it, and we were. It was cool. I think the video is cool because it shows us talking. And I'm like, dude, you know, because you didn't love it out of the gate, and
I still don't.
He still doesn't. But I'm like, you know how this stuff goes, man. You get it, you build it, you look at it, you'll end up loving it. You know how that goes. You're like, yeah. you're probably right, man. Like wishful thinking.
I still don't love it.
But that's another trait. Let's talk about being a completionist, right? So you go ahead, take it away.
Yeah, so I have every single module building. I just plugged like my next video when inevitably it releases. So I buy all the modulars. Like I have every single one of them, and I'm just gonna keep going. Like, why stop now? I have them all. It's one set out of the year. It's not like I'm buying 15 of them. So it's an expected expense. But I feel like, okay, if I just stop, well, what was the point? You know, like, why did I start collecting them? Just that's like the collective mentality, right? Like, you just got like the Pokemon thing. You got to have them all. Modulars is that for me. I have every single modular, and I don't skip out just because I don't like it for some reason. But you know, to be fair, last year it was, you know, it was also for content. Why was I there January 1st? So I did that video with Emily and Josh. So I needed to have it for that video. But as reluctant as I am of buying a module that I don't like, I buy it day one, like clockwork, every year.
There you go. But even if it, again, I'm trying to like get the parallel universes though. If you were to stop doing this and it wasn't for con, would you still keep up and try to get every modular because you've got them all at this point? At the very
Yeah.
least, would you?
Yeah,
think?
that's
Yeah.
simply because I have them all.
Okay.
I love the module. The module line's like one of my favorite, if not my favorite line in Lego. Like it's the reason why
Still love them
came
all.
in- yeah. I came into this space from my Dark Ages because of because of the modulars and my Lego City. I don't post content, much of it, very minimal, but it's my most joy that I get in looking at something.
Tyler, I don't think you're going for a complete Lego Star Wars collection. I haven't heard you talk about it. Is there any like specific era that you would like to go after, or is it just I just want what I want and we'll leave it at that? Or is there anything that you'd like to complete, even though you don't necessarily love everything in that specific category of Lego Star Wars?
Well, I'd say, I mean, look, the long-term goal, but another thing, I think I've matured on the fact of realizing, I mean, how I could be 40 or 50 when it happens is, sure, in a perfect world, I would love to have one of every Lego Star Wars set. I mean, that just is what it is. I mean, I'm not doubting that, I'm not denying that. But if I had to go for, completionist sake, I mean, I'm just not, I feel like in that mindset. And if anything, I feel like there's more stuff outside of the Lego space that I feel like I wish I could complete. Like, just like kind of like, but only like a couple different things. Like, but like in the Lego space, I just feel like knowing that I'll be around in it for so long, there's part of me that just understands like the deals will happen, or I'll find this and that. I'll get lucky and find something for very cheap, or just kind of I'll be able to be in the know a lot more compared to some of this other stuff that's not Lego, where I feel like psychologically I'm like, damn, like, all right, who knows? I mean, I don't follow this enough. I mean, are these literally going to be 8x the price in 5 years? Like, at least with Lego, I could at least kind of be on the dime and see like, all right, look, if this thing's creeping up and up and up, I mean, I'll maybe snag it now, because I'll be seeing it on a weekly basis. But completion's sake, the only thing that I can maybe say like would be nice if I had every single 2008 Clone Wars set sealed in the box. I've got a couple, but if I could have them all, that'd be nice. But other than that, I mean, sure, every single minifigure too would be, every Star Wars figure on a wall would be awesome. I mean, I'm not denying that, but I feel like it just comes back to I can wait as is. And second off, there's already dozens of people that have the whole entire sealed collection and fig collection, where, again, not that it necessarily matters that I'm the only one or I would be the only one, but there's just genuinely no rush for me to care to do it. Like that's what I'm getting at, because there's no chance that I'm going to be the only one. So like there's no even like psychological mindset. I'm like, all right, like, oh dude, if I can actually show every minifigure first, like I'll have that credit. But like plenty of other people have done it, so like I'll just slowly do it and then finally fulfill that dream goal in 20, 30 years without again, I would like, look, I'll leave it at this too. If I want room to display all those sets sealed, I need a damn house to do so. So let's focus on getting out of the basement and moving into a house so I can actually display that damn collection.
That's what I want to hear.
So that's really what it all comes down to. I need to get out of this basement, and that's what I'm striving for, man. I'm definitely trying to make my purchases, just better. I could do without, some Lego, crazy Lego expensive stuff for a bit if it means I can move out. So that's what I'm kind of doing right now.
There you go.
Yeah, being a completionist for something it really just depends also what you're trying to get, but it's also a reason why I don't get into a lot of other things, like especially Harry Potter. You know what I mean? Like those putting, like when Lego does you get all these and you put them all together like they're doing with Monkey Kid. It's a very dangerous slope, because then like what it does, especially
beyond, man.
Yeah, it's
not with Harry Potter in any form.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a Harry Potter person. Like I
no, but that was the closest I almost was to caving, was putting together that
castle, right?
Yeah, the green, with the green. Yeah, I almost
did. It looks cool when it's done, but Lego does that a lot, and it's cool when they do that, especially like
do it more with Star Wars, man.
Yeah, that'll be cool. If just every year to put something together. I mean, it really puts value to the ones you had before. But what it does is that now it really entices you to make sure that you have them all. And then when's it gonna stop? Like I would be happy if Lego stopped with the modular line. I'm like, oh, finally, it's over. Boom. But they won't, and inevitably I'm gonna have to figure out where I'm gonna put 20 more of these things because it's not gonna work. But I think having limitations though, because I think we haven't really dove into that part, is also very important. So like for me, like I've accepted the fact that I am not buying, or I've reduced the amount of customs that I'm buying. Right, it's a really expensive thing to get into.
Yeah,
I got hooked up with a lot of it, but it's for a tank, it's like $4 versus.
Sorry, when you asked me if it was about the money earlier, I should say absolutely. I mean, look at what you're spending; it's ridiculous. So if that helps you, absolutely terrible.
Yeah. So I mean, like for me, a lot of it's nostalgia. Like I'll never see this in Lego, and like I would love to have something like this in Lego.
Well, given your background too, let's get into that, right? You've got well documented. You've got your military background. It's scratching. It's blending kind of two passions, two very important things in your life. Your love for Lego, obviously, and love for your country and the service that you did, and I'm sure there's more going on with that too. Not only did you live it and see it, and you're nostalgic for it, but other reasons. I'm sure you want to get some of this stuff. You've been you've seen a lot. We don't have to get into it too much.
But I have everything.
Perfect combo,
Yeah, but I have everything that I would want out of it already. I have the M777 cannon, and that's what I did in Afghanistan. I have that. Brickmania made me that set, so I have that. I have the F-18 that from Independence Day. That like the reason why I joined the Marine Corps. So I have that. Like I have everything that I would want. So there really isn't anything out there that Brickmania can really throw out that I would be like, oh, I need to have that. Like no, I have a Humvee. I have the
I'm sure they'll have a hold my beer moment for you, but
they probably will. But like if usually it's just an updated version of that set, so I'm like, I don't need another one of those. So that itch that I would want to have, that's gone. So my primary focus going forward, or at least has been for me, is army building. So like the Black Falcon Army is a big one. All that type of stuff, and
this
then
new clone thing was like crack to you. I mean, that's
I had a clone army. It's not a new thing. I never throw it out there.
Even a new iteration. It's different colors, whatever it is.
Adding to it, like
value, man. Think of the value.
Yeah, there's so much in that. I have a new one that I'm about to show off in a couple weeks. So once I get it all, like
new army drop, Tyler. You excited to see that?
Yeah. So there's I focus on things that like I have a goal. So my goal in Lego collecting is very specific. Like for example, I just throw this out because I put it back together. Like this is not the everyone's awesome set. It's the background, but I have all the spacemen.
Oh, sweet, awesome!
Like I know people have done it. They do it with the Darth Vaders or whatever the other clones, but like or the other colored monochrome pieces. But dude, having
that with clones, that's cool, man.
I've seen the clone one. Was pretty
Are they using official clones, or are they doing?
No, well, some are official. A lot of them are CAC, but like Clonari customs. But like
or the Mexico fix.
Or the Mexico.
Yeah, people are doing all the different color.
Hold on,
the monochromes from Mexico.
Hold on,
monochromes from
that could be done. I mean, they won't be obviously
they got.
No, what I'm saying with the clones, Tyler. I mean, obviously they'd be white in their outfits too, along with it. But the rainbow could probably be done.
Not yet. So right now we have white, we have
White's
gray,
easy.
We have purple, we have blue, we don't have green, we have yellow, we don't have. I mean, orange and yellow can be intermixed with like the.
Oh, but couldn't green be what is it? Green, Tyler.
Well, if you want to use phase one, if you want to go to that, but if you want to make them all like one phase,
that's all I'm saying. Look, if you don't want to be super like,
so I guess you could technically make them. We just don't have pink. So
a clone bow, Tyler. What do you think? A little clone bow? You want to do one of those?
It's pretty sick.
I don't know. That's just another thing of mine. It's like, look, if it happened, like if all the clones fall into my lap and I have everything is awesome in front of me, sure, I'll do it. But like, it's just another one of those things. Me personally, I'm just not going out of my way, But again, I respect. I mean, everyone can collect how they want. It's just for me, I just truly. So I think I'm lucky that I've been able to withhold doing every little thing,
So the example that I was using for the spaceman thing is like I have a mission and goal, right? It's to collect all of this and it's done. And for that's where it stays. Like I really don't venture out into getting like every Star Wars set, but that's what a lot of people want to do. Like I've the past weekend I've stepped into 5 different Lego rooms / houses. So like it was very interesting in contrast to each other of how one they display, organize, and hide every single thing. And really you can really tell what each person's into. So, you have like, Josh Technics displayed on the wall beautifully, and he has his brand new sets that like he's eventually going to touch displayed on the wall, and but then he has the side of the room where that's play because his kids go in there and destroy everything, like my office, like my kids come in and destroy something, it's all right here. And then you have like Jeans, and hers is like perfectly curated with like themes with like Star Wars and Harry Potter and whatever
Instagram.
she wants to do. Yeah. And then you have like the house, which I call the source's house. That's like all second floor is Lego. But they have their city, they have their, it's really interesting to see what the limits are for what people collect and what other people are willing to like really invest their money into within this hobby. So it's not all the same. Like everyone has their own like for example, what's a new set that just came out? Green Gots, right? I have the Diagon Alley. I don't care about Harry Potter, but I want a Diagon Alley for my city.
Same here. Yeah.
Green Gots is cool. I don't need it. So like there's no like inch of me that or scratch where I need to get Green Gots because I have Diagon Alley, if that makes sense. Whereas other people like, no, I want to split.
I'd be more tempted if I had Diagon Alley. So kudos to you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like there are things that I want to collect all of, which is far and few between, which is just mainly the city and like little goals like collecting every spaceman. I have that now, so that's done. But that's it. Some people want to collect every single phase 1, phase 2 clone trooper. Easy attainable, but it's there's a limit to it. You're not trying to collect all of Lego Star Wars minifigures. So being realistic with their goals, I think is it's an easier dopamine than having something that's really impossible to obtain financially. And
you guys have seen too, Tyler. We were talking about those my first person perspective shorts we were doing. That I've got going on. Yeah, I can tell you that obviously, I don't know. 7, 8 out of 10 times when I go in there and make those runs, that's been enough for me. Is like, I don't know, like visiting the Lego. Like you guys know what I'm talking about. Like
just being a tourist,
just going and seeing what's up, and maybe you catch something, slip it. I mean, you're always at the ready, but it's like, let me just see what's going on because I'm going here anyway. I'm gonna look at regardless. I don't even need any other reasons, but it's cool because I'm also analyzing like. From several perspectives. As you guys know, I do a lot of retail stuff, so I'm like, man, there's I commented like it's still kind of wiped out, and here we are late January. I'm like, that's interesting. What is wiped out? Let me look at the tags. What's going on here? So it's like enough for me to just go in, check it out. Same with Lego store. I will say Lego store, it's very rare that I don't leave with absolutely anything. There's just something about it. It's got that pull. But it is enough for me to take a lap around Target, see what's going on. Maybe after you walk by something 72 times, you finally go, oh, okay, I get the appeal there. Like, we did a whole episode on space, right? And space being back, and we were zipping through and looking at it. Of course, it takes Jang to really get in that butt, and really start looking at these things. Now I'm like, uh-oh. Gotta catch them. I really like that wave a lot. A lot of people do. If Caleb's still in here, I think they won it, and this is coming from someone that doesn't need a whole nother theme or something.
Oh, but see, there's another thing in that too. So you want all of those. I really appreciate the new space line. I have some of those in my Wanda list. What is it really gonna make me cross that line to actually buy it?
I'll tell you what. And when I say I want them all, I don't mean that. I probably want like 3 or 4 of them,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, do not buy the $20 set or that $35 rover.
I want the rover, the big one, the big vehicle.
I think if you do and you want to do yourself a favor, get the $35 one, dude.
The problem is I want like 3 of them.
See, this is another sort of bone that you have that I can't identify with. Sounds like Tyler's not big on it either. Dude, you love going like multiples on.
So my
I got one of the back is scratched. I might get 2, one on ice. If it's something I really love.
So a lot of people don't see about the thing. The thing with army building with me is like I am obsessed with like military formations,
Accuracy. Right.
accuracy. No, yeah, accuracy for one, but like militant like staging of vehicles. That was just like something that I was just really obsessed with since I was a child. My parents will walk in here right now if they were in this house and literally tell you that I would line up all my cars, all my vehicle, all my toys, all my Lego in like perfect formations. I'm just obsessed with it. So in Lego, naturally, army building is something that I like to have. So like even in my city, I'll have like 5 of the same police cars because in a real city, you have 5 of the same police cars. So
I want one of each. That's all.
Yeah.
that's
so with
I
me,
am
like
more of a completionist in that sense. Like so there are days where it's like, I'm like, box of boys are feeling right. They're of course $16 or whatever. And I've got 2 or 3, clutched, ready to roll. And I'll look over and go, but wait a minute, that we're at $50 here. I've been eyeing that thing. I don't have that yet. You know what I mean? Like, so
Yeah.
you got to make those kind of decisions. And I do think outside of a small, I do load up on the ones I really like. Got a lot of those purple boys. One, because I think they're unique and fun. And if I do need to dump out of them, we'll be okay there. But yeah, for the most part, man, yeah, it's like, I try to limit it, but with boxes of boys, I mean, they're so cheap. You're already doing a Target run of $212. It's like,
what's another $30?
What's another $20-$30, right?
Yeah.
So that I justify, and I know they'll always bring me joy. So that
yeah.
But I do struggle with doing 3 boxes of boys at a time because then it becomes real. You know what I mean? So,
but so Tyler remember the X-Wing before this.
And I don't want to. It makes me
remember.
think
Tyler, remember it was Wedge
2018
and Luke. It was like Red 5 and Red 3. You had your option to choose.
In 2018?
Is that whenever the X-Wing is before they shrink it?
Okay, yeah, 2018. Yeah, the bigger, the big one. Yeah.
So because the option was Red 5 or Red 3, which is Wedge or Luke, I bought both. I bought it twice so I could have one of each. So like, but see, that's the thing with me. Like, and that's what Brickmania kills me with that when they do like, we can buy this one tank, but we can give you the whole platoon of tanks, which is 4 tanks. So like, because it's the same unit but different names. It's just that really hits me. So whenever that happens in Lego, like I am a sucker. So like I can't not have.
Well, Shy, we talked about, and I haven't done it yet because I don't think they've gone on sale yet. But you and I, when we did the Jurassic episode, which shout out to that episode, if somebody wants to go to the archives, I think that still holds up because they haven't really done much since then. But we were like, we got that Brontosaurus, and we're both like 3 minimum. Like
a herd, man. You need herds.
That was in the scene.
Oh my god!
I think it's still $80. If it's been on sale, I haven't seen it. Right?
No,
so
I haven't seen any of the Jurassic large sets marked anywhere here in Cali.
Anything in that wave? I mean, maybe the 4+ I've seen.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the big, the Girth.
No, I know you said big, but I'm even thinking on the low end. I don't think the little Jeep has been, because $20 you can't get lower than that. That was like the best deal of the year last year. One of them.
No, man, kids dinosaurs, dude. Those will sell quick for gifts, easy.
Yeah.
So
cool.
Yeah. So for me, I'll find a reason to buy multiple.
Yeah.
Do you have any Technic Ospreys?
Yeah, I do. It's up there.
Just one of them?
Just one. Yeah, I can only get one, man. That was.
Wait, I mean, isn't there like, doesn't the U.S. military have 50 of them?
I have a
not the formation, Tyler. It's not right for the formation.
So yeah, I got the. I mean, I did a comparison between both. I use I use ChatGPT to help me with that one.
What would you do about Super Star Destroyers? UCS.
Dude,
isn't there usually like 3 of those, Tyler, hanging out with each other? What are you gonna do?
I built them. But within reason, I mean, like I wouldn't buy like 3 Star Destroyers because I have nowhere to put 1 Star Destroyer. So like building armies for me, it's still, I could put them in Ziploc bags and put in the giant tub. I'm pretty much done.
I mean, what about that scene in Rogue One where like 500 TIE fighters fly out of that one Star Destroyer?
Don't tempt me.
You have 500 TIE fighters? That's a formation.
If he's making that mock, maybe, but
yeah, within reason, it has to be a purpose to it. So, like, if I were to buy 1 TIE fighter, I'm buying 4. So that way they can have that 4 formation. I can't be like Bruce
This-
Swift, man.
this
I
is
can't buy a
turning
whole
in-
Legion.
I was a little
But I'll
nervous
make-
for this topic, but see, we're really getting in there. I'm glad, we're this was for you, Shy. I didn't just come up with it. I was like, what can I talk to Shy about? Because
Well, I mean,
you're
so-
all over the place.
So I like clone armies. I like building formations, right? So the clone army thing. So my clone army, like I hit cloners all the time because everyone likes to say their whole army is a clone army. Do whatever you want, but there's no one out there with a full legion of clones. I think Bruce Swift and maybe David did it.
How
But-
many is in a Legion?
I think it's like a couple thousand, like 4,000, 5,000 for one legion. Like there's no one's really, not that many people have done it correctly.
Tyler, you better go
Brickley's done it.
chip the
But
card or swipe the card, as it's called now. Whatever.
so with mine, I don't call mine a legion. It's it's a battalion. That's what it is. It's like 3 different companies at this point. So one company's 4 platoons.
6,000 says the
like,
CPA.
It's 33. There you go. 6,000. For like one platoon is 33 clones, and that's how I organize them. So, like when I look at art, like but that's the military in me. Like I want them to look as real as possible. And Lego Star Wars kind of did it wrong for a while with like military formations, but they did it right in Attack of the Clones. There was a leader in the front. Why does no one put leaders in front of the formations? I don't know. But so like that's why, like, I'm very realistic about like why I army build, like my arm.
He's just trying to help, Tyler. Educate. That's all this is.
So I like the realism of having as many as I can.
The realism of 2-inch figures. I know it's
It's my obsession. I'm sorry.
cartoony looking.
I'm OCD, man.
Oh, I know. We're really getting in there. We're really breaking it down. This is like a real therapy session. What did you learn about yourself tonight? Are you going to change any? What are you working on changing with your collecting? Is there? You've talked about it a little bit, but like, what are the things you kind of are like? I'm flat out not getting into that, or I'm going to stop doing this. Anything?
I mean, I don't buy Lego like what it's because it's hyped.
Okay.
That's mainly
But if it's hyped and you like it, then sure.
If it's hyped that I like it, yeah. But I mean, for the most part, like I have to have actually really truly want it. Like the rule is, if I can't live with myself, if it retires, I should probably just get it. But that doesn't happen now because like things just retire, and I'm like, I'm fine.
Well, the quantity the record probably number of Tyler. You've been around the longest. A record number of sets being broken every year, right? I mean, that makes it a little easier, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was 2021 or 2022. I mean, like there was like 970 total sets they released, and I mean, if you compare it to like 2010, 2012, there was only like 450 to like 600 back then. So I mean, they're 40% more. I mean, than what there was a decade ago. I mean, and the thing is, but nowadays, I mean, there's 150 of them are $200 or more. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, they're coming out with. I mean, oh my gosh, man. I mean, if you just look at like, I mean, all those survey things from last year are real, and everything besides one of them is $180 or more or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's 12 sets in a year, and that's just what was on the survey, not counting another literal 25 or 30 other $200 plus sets. Like how much is that telephone box? Is that 200 or is that?
It's $200.
Is it 200?
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
How much is the telephone box?
Gotta be like,
130, I think.
yeah, it's gonna be $110.
Oh, okay, all right. So, but I mean, even 100 or more. I mean,
Would you
really
fill
for the
one of
average
those with
collector.
clones,
I mean,
Tyler? Would you fill one of those with clones?
The last thing I
Teleclone?
need, man,
Wait
is
a minute.
a
We
red
could do a
telephone box in my
teleclone.
basement.
Hey, is Caleb, teleclone? Do it. Teleclone box. Somebody steal that. I'm not going to do it. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, all I was going to say about the clone thing for myself is the only clone that I need 6,000 of is this one.
Phase ones.
Yeah, the Clone Wars ones, man. That's the
Yeah.
only clone
Does it
I
have
want.
the indented eyes or no?
The who, Sean?
Where
No.
the visor is indented
like-
in? Which one is that one?
Straight.
The ones with the indentions are the older ones, like the
Okay, I couldn't
like
tell.
02 for the phase 1 and 05 for the phase 2.
The
I
blackheads.
I like those because they're weird looking.
Yeah. Missing holes in their helmets.
All right. So collecting rules, there they are. We can revisit this. I wanted to hit we're probably gonna wind down here pretty soon.
Yo, real quick, just on the topic of custom figures earlier. I mean, that's what I was
We're gonna
looking
do a full
around
show,
for.
so yeah, go ahead.
Well, no, since Shy really motivated me to, I don't know. I looked at this guy again. I had him behind me. Of course, I'm really hyped for the show. Hopefully, AMC doesn't, copyright this for me showing this. But I mean, this Rick Grimes minifigure, man, just I
Yes.
can't get over it.
Is that Eclipse?
No, it's Two Bricks Customs, man. They're on Instagram.
Okay,
They specifically did one. And OMG,
Dude.
man, I know it's gonna come up. Sean, are you guys paying for 1080p or not? Because it's only coming through 720, so I know this Rick's gonna be blurry, but
No, he looks crispy to me.
No, it's
really
fine.
it does. Then it must just be on my end. He's
Must-
got the AK.
must
He's got
be
the
your internet.
revolver. Yeah, I mean,
Looks
no,
sharp
literally,
to me.
this is my number one
It's
favorite.
not like Shy quality, you know. I mean, he would never air anything like that, but it's, we consider that potato footage. No, it looked good. I like that. Like I said, I love that show right up until.
Oh, hey, I'm not paid by AMC, but everyone, 1 month from now, please watch The Ones Who Live. Let's get it the highest view.
Oh yes, I'm so stoked for that.
Are you watching it day one? Are you watching episode
Well,
1 on the 25th?
I'm waiting. So are the new? Sorry, Sean. Are the 2 new ones done? I'm waiting for the whole seasons to be done, and then I'm gonna watch.
It's called what? The
Well-
Ones Who Live.
well, so, okay, so
is Rick
Dead
Grimes
City-
back? Is that what happens?
Yeah, so Dead City with Maggie Negan,
Yeah,
that was done. That was 6 episodes that aired in June. That's done for season 1. There's
Yeah.
season 2
Negan?
coming out, and then the
Yes,
Daryl
Negan,
show.
yeah.
Daryl show's done. With season 1. Season 2
Okay.
is coming out. It's already done film, and they're writing season 3. But the
Awesome.
Rick and Michonne show, The Ones
That
Who
one's
Live,
coming out.
that's February 25th. 1 episode every week, 6 episodes. Not confirmed yet whether it's going to be only 1 season or if there will be a 2. I mean, they're probably. I'm
Depends.
thinking it's going to be 1. I just think both the actors have
I
outgrown the show, the whole universe. But I think it's only going to be 1 season. But that's coming out February 25th until the last episode's March 31st.
whatever the season was with Negan is where I checked out. Even though that was
So Sean, you're a normie. You're
Oh,
one of the
okay,
normies. You liked Glenn. You didn't like the show, right?
no, I didn't care about Glenn. It was. I mean, I cared
Wait,
about him.
you
As
don't
much
like
as,
Negan?
no, I like Negan and I liked both of them. I'm not saying that none of them are like quit worthy. It was just here's what it was. I realized what was that season 4 or 5? Where were we on that one?
Season 7. That was season
7, yeah.
Okay, so I mean, don't. I went very far with this thing. My problem was, especially after pretty much every season, it was we get somewhere. I mean, the theme of the show is the people are more of a threat than the zombies. That's at least what I deduced, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm cool with that. I thought that was an interesting twist because there's only so much you can do with, and that's fine. But it was like, like go live somewhere new. I think that maybe the last one I watched, I don't even know, was.
I mean, did you watch them get, captured by Negan and at the lineup? Like, did you watch the
Yeah,
season
and the
finale?
baseball bat and all that. Yeah, but I watched that, but it's something in me goes, here's the show. They move somewhere new. They meet these new people. They fight with them. Then they got to move. And they did that like 3 or 4 times in a row. And I'm like, I am out, dude. Oh,
No, okay,
also-
yeah, Mayday.
also,
Yeah,
which-
look at
which
Mayday in the
one of our
chat.
faves
Shout
are
out
they
to
gonna
Mayday.
You
You
just
just
said
had to
me.
be there. You had to, dude. And Sean, you were watching it back when it was airing, right? I mean, I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
watching since.
Oh, I was FPJ D1B on
I-
that.
Dude, and you still didn't. I mean, that's the thing, man. First off, the vibes were immaculate.
Back then,
10 to 20 million viewers every
watch,
episode. Everyone was talking about it, man.
Talking
was-
Dead, man. Talking Dead.
Talking
Dude,
Dead.
For Sunday night vibes, Walking Dead from 8 to 9 for me, Talking Dead 9 to 10, and then going to bed for school the next day. Walking and Talking Dead made my life every Sunday, man.
Yep.
And the thing is with me, look, Sean, well, I can kind of agree with you, and I get it from an outsider, like not outsider, but like the overall perspective, I get
You
that.
shot Tyler with life right now.
I mean, dude, all right, first off, the vibe, all right, the vibe, the show itself, the meaning behind it, the global meaning, dude. Everyone was talking about it. All right, what it meant for me. I mean, I met a lot of people through it, had some good conversations with people over the years for it. I was there every single Sunday night. I've been a fan for 12 years now almost. The acting of the I think every actor was damn fantastic. Andrew Lincoln's my number 1 favorite actor of all time. I mean, Andrew Lincoln. I mean, look, and I'll be frank with you. I think if Andrew Lincoln wasn't Rick Grimes, it wouldn't have been what it was. But
I
Andrew
agree.
Lincoln, man, carried the show. Greatest TV, main actor ever, man. I want him to be in more stuff. I mean, dude, even just Mayday saying that, like, I mean, do you guys remember back, like, even just the fact of after the episodes, back when like
Back
Hyundai would sponsor them, and it would be like Hyundai presents scenes from the next episode of The Walking Dead. Even that's ingrained in my head. Like everything about the show, man. Walker Stalker Con, yeah. I stupidly didn't go to any of them, but all the Walker Stalker cons. Oh, dude, Walking Dead, man. It was the most revolutionary TV show of the 2010s, and it changed television forever. I will say that.
Did you get into the books, Tyler, at all?
Yeah,
I read all the comics, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, I was gonna probably
You prefer the comics or the shows like storyline?
The show 100%. I mean, I think it's probably biased because I started the show first, but also I think just really seeing the portrayals of all the characters. I mean, again, like Andrew Lincoln as Rick hits a lot different than seeing Rick on a comic page. You know what I mean? Like, just truly.
That's true.
So they're upset with you for not watching Harry Potter when you'll watch 10 episodes of zombies running around.
I prefer the zombies too.
This is, by the way, this is coming from someone who doesn't believe that most shows should go back past 2 or 3 seasons. It just gets kind of but you know.
But do you know what's happening now?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they're rebooting and they're smart. They're bringing all the side characters and giving them their own series. It's very Disney Plus. I get it. I get it.
Dude, I mean, it's still the number one franchise of all
they're
time.
In Europe right now. We get to see what's happening in France. You know what they don't have in France? Assault weapons. You know what sucks in a zombie apocalypse? What you don't have? Assault weapons.
Let me guess though, when they get there, the people that are in France are going to turn on them, and then they're more of a threat than the zombies are.
I'll be honest. I mean, look, Daryl was a damn like. Look, I'm walking.
Am I wrong? Did the French turn on him?
No.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to spoil it either way, but I will tell you this. I mean, Daryl was a damn good showman through and through, just as is. I mean, and Shai, did you watched all Daryl, right?
So I watched the first 3 episodes.
Damn. Okay. Look. I mean, I'll say this, Shai, just because, or Shai, because of your military background, I will say episode 6. If you love the show as is, and just because of your background, and I feel like just episode 6.
I know what's coming. I know it's coming.
Do you know what happens in episode 6?
No, I don't know exactly what. Like, I didn't finish it. I just have a hint of what.
Yes, Brent, he did.
Okay, I mean, it truly, man. Look, I'm not in the military. I mean, I have no family that was directly. So, but it doesn't hit me. But like how they executed the scene. Look, man, it was.
Look, I'm just letting you know right now. It just made me laugh when they're in Europe and they're fighting with flintlock pistols.
But it makes it interesting. You know what I mean? I mean, for what it's worth, I mean, I do miss the days of, sure, Rick having his AK-47, but like it makes it interesting, man. Right, but I do want Rick to bring back the AK-47.
Dedicate just an episode of this.
Yeah, Tyler. I mean, the passion you have for this, like, dude, start up a pod, man. Like,
look, man. Look, as much as I want to say The Walking Dead is still going big, I mean, it's just look. If it was 2016, 2017, or earlier, I would definitely. But like. I want to talk about it, I just don't think I got the time for it,
Here's the thing. You could start it over again once it ends. Yeah, there's people, that are doing Clone Wars stuff right now.
Yeah. Right? One episode from the
never too late to start.
Yeah.
All right.
I will
wind down. I got it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
One last thing. If The Ones Who Live has a season 2, I will start a Walking Dead channel. But if Rick's storyline is fully done, I truly don't think there's any room for me to make a Walking Dead channel.
I'm just saying you're so excited about it. I'd love it.
I love it. I mean, sometimes I love it more than Star Wars.
0 to 100 in like a second.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
Wait, now I'll go back to 10.
Sean, let's talk about Star Wars again.
Oh, I want you to be excited. Yeah,
let's talk about Harry Potter. Let's get to it, Sean. Let's do it.
Let's get back
talk about the
what's Tyler's anti?
Tyler, I would, if this was early, I'd say let it rip. But I got stuff in the morning. That's all. I love the excitement. I'm not saying I'm compelled by it because you're making me think about Walking Dead more than I have since 2015 or whatever. Like I thought the show was over. Christ, it's still going. I had no idea. Wait, is the mainline one still going, or is it?
No, the main show ended.
When did the main show end?
November 20th, 2022.
At 10 p.m.
Well, hey, dude, I'm not going to post anywhere, but I have the tripod set up and filmed me watching the entire last episode just so I remember it forever. I mean, dude, the show means, dude, I was 10 years deep at that time. I mean, it means everything to me. So I filmed my final reaction just so I just remember it forever, So
Did you cry?
Wait, the last episode is a long
I did, Sean. I teared up.
Well, no, I'm not. It's not a commentary about you. I'm glad they did a good job. Then I'm glad they left you. Were you happy? I mean, were you good with it?
Me?
Yeah.
look, I mean, I think the entirety of season 11 truly. I mean, the problem is, dude, I think COVID really did. I mean, I'm not one to blame like everything on COVID per se, but I think The Walking Dead truly did get kind of shammed in the regards of, they couldn't get the movies out. The Rick Grimes movies. That's why it's a TV show now. I wish it was a damn movie. I would love to be in the theaters. I saw season 8, the finale in the theaters because they did like a special screening at some AMC's. For the season 8 finale, man, hit different, dude. Seeing The Walking Dead in theaters, man, crazy. So I wish they did the movies, but COVID really did. I think it messed with Universal wanting to give AMC the big budget. Of course, Walking Dead as is was already kind of going down viewership wise, understandably after 9-10 seasons. COVID hit. I think they just kind of understood. All right, where's the universe really going? Because they were even planning. I mean, the original thing, man, they were talking forever, man. Scott Gimple, Robert Kirkman. I mean, they were saying they were going to go for 15, 20 seasons. Of the main show. And I would have loved, I remember, dude, back in the season 5 and 6 era, they're saying 18 seasons, 20 seasons, and I was going to be there for it.
What could they possibly still be doing for 20? Okay.
Sean, I would have been there for 40 seasons.
And here's what's easy for me, though, is because I know where I left off, I'll pick it up with the Neegs and we'll see, what we can do.
Okay.
Did you at least finish that Negan season?
I thought you were saying finish the word because I'm like, that might have sounded like something.
Oh, no.
It's like,
Sorry.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Negan. You're like, can you at least finish the word? I'm like, yes, Negan. To be clear. I was like,
yeah. Did you?
I thought you were going with it.
That's going to be clipped. Did you at least finish that season?
What's that?
Did you at least finish that season?
I don't remember. I just remember even before that. I'm like, I knew everyone was hyped for it. I was hyped for it. I'm like, okay, that's it. But I got the formula. Like I said, move, one of the main people gets killed off, but it's cool because they've recruited other people you grow to love as well, and then they'll get slaughtered eventually. Like, I remember
Sean,
the old lady went ham. I remember that.
That makes me think, Sean, did you ever even technically like the show if you were so willing just to end? I've never.
That's weird. That has nothing to do. Of course, I watched 7 seasons.
So there was a little bit of a drop off after that because I dropped off for a minute after the Negan part of his introduction.
Well, there you
I
go.
was really into Glenn. Glenn was like one of my favorite characters, and then when he got knocked out, I was like, ugh.
Was that after?
I mean, did you end right after 701? Right?
No. I continued to watch a little bit, but I don't know what was going on in my life that I just stopped watching. But I recently picked up like a couple years ago, and I'm caught up. And then I watched them all.
So yeah, I
do regret.
Ended on season 7.
Dude, there's your new channel name, Life Dead.
Watching live.
I like it, Life Dead. There it is. Yeah. All right, so for more Walking Dead, Tyler, let me get into it. We'll talk about it. You've made me want to go. I'm going to go back to wherever. What's it streaming on? I don't have to buy it. Do I have to buy it?
Seasons 1 through 10 are on Netflix right now, and 11's on AMC Plus.
Say no more. I'll get into Netflix. I'll do that for you. I'll pick it up. I'll see if I get the itch back. But I'm telling you, at the time, for whatever reason, 7 of it was enough. Even Sopranos got long in the tooth. I'm telling you, the greatest shows of all time, for me personally, several seasons is quite enough. That's it. Because I'm like, all right, what else is going on? And you're making me feel like I left stuff on the table, and we'll see what goes on. But it was a lot of rinse, repeat, and I'm like, okay.
Walking Dead was the most important show of the entire century, man. I'll leave it at that.
For you, yeah, that's good.
Well, no. For television, dude, itself. I mean, it changed the landscape. I mean, it literally. I mean, dude, it broke numbers. I mean, the hype it had. I mean, the pattern it had of just I don't know. Just I think. Just everything.
I think 5 is a good max because usually, I agree with that, Brent.
I didn't finish that.
Well, hey, I mean, Brent, they should have kept it at 5 Harry Potter movies, man. Not make 7 or 8.
There you go. All right. One last topic for me, selfishly, very quickly. Tyler, can we get a Barge Boys update? I mean, this is you talk about what's important to me. This is perhaps it could turn out to be the most important set of my lifetime. Are we feeling like this is just going to be a no fig boy, or is the play set thing off the table now? I heard Ryan saying he didn't think it is. What say you?
I mean, I'm gonna leave it at this. I mean, I don't know this for a fact. It's not like I've seen a picture or nothing, but I'm under the assumption, based off just the chatter going around and stuff, that it's going to be basically no interior. It's going to basically just be a hollow shell of just the barge with. I don't think it's too many figures. I'm leaning on the fact it might be 3 or 4, but it's definitely not going to be 10, 15. It's not like basically it won't be a fig pack. All right. And it also won't be like some MBS, have 8 different rooms in the barge set either. I think it's really going to be a pretty disappointing set for some people.
So who do you think they're going to include?
Jabba, you have to.
Well, see, I mean, I don't believe there's not going to be a Jabba, but I mean, there's people saying on some of these things that they don't even think a Jabba is going to be. I mean, if they have no Jabba in there, man, I mean, Lego truly.
That's more.
I mean, literally, we need to instead
I don't
of
want to
going
hear
to
a word
Lego
from.
store
I don't want to hear a word from the gunship gang ever again if they don't
Watch
put
Jabba's
Jabba.
gonna be brick built, calling it.
Well, maybe.
That's bad if it is, but I mean, look, I'm going to assume. I mean, Jabba, Max, Rebo, and Crumb, dude. I think Salacious B put them in there, you know. But it's hard to. I mean, I don't know what some of these leakers and some of these people that have seen. I don't know if they're considering like. I mean, on Bricklink, Jabba's a fig. You know what I mean?
Well, hold on. That's a good point. Hold on. Skiff, everyone is like, this is going to be a nice piece to go with it, and that's loaded with figs. Is that where we're getting the figs, you think? And then we just won't have any.
Well, the Skiff definitely takes up. I mean, the Skiff is a very nice counterpart. I mean, I don't think the Barge. See, it's tough, man. I mean, it's almost like would they have just been better off just making the Barge and like 2 Skiffs and having 16 figs, like even like with the Luke, the Han, the Lando, all that. All in one box for 500. Like, I mean, Sean, what do you think? I mean, coming from, that's your demographic. Would you have rather had?
That's your.
Well, I mean, you're part of the Barge Boys. I mean, again, you're more of a Barge guy than a gunship guy.
The Barge Boys, yes.
So, like, would you have rather had everything in one box for 500, or this split right now, where maybe we're risking not getting all the figs we need for the actual Barge still, but we have the skill. Like, would you have rather get everything included for 500?
Obviously, I'd rather have everything included for 500, but I'm saying I wanted this to get the AT-AT treatment. Like, that's where my head was at. I'm like, can we get the AT-AT treatment? Before we started knowing prices and piece counts, I was like, can we get the AT-AT treatment where we could, rock open one of the sides and have the scene that we all want to have?
I don't think I truly don't think. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be
mostly hollow that could be accomplished. But what if one of the sections where they're actually hanging out is there, and then you can put the Skiff there? But I mean, because everyone's like, are we getting I don't know. I guess I wanted it to be in a perfect world, an MBS, I guess is the best way to put it. Yeah, like an MBS that happens to be a vehicle would have been.
Yeah, no.
Do you think this is my tinfoil hat going out there? They purposely leaked that it's going to be hollow, and then when you actually see it, you'll love it more.
No.
See, I want. I mean, I don't think that happened, but I mean, I still beg the question if Lego ever does intentionally.
I want Avengers. I want Avengers Tower, but the sail barge is what I want.
I feel like if they do dish some figs, or
I don't need 78 figs like that has, but we need the key 10 or whatever.
Well, but
I think 5 figs.
If they do dump a bunch of figs on it, half the figs are already made that you can get everywhere else.
What have they been making from Jedi that was in that scene?
They'll take it from Mos Eisley, and you're going to be pissed.
I don't think there's not a lot of Mos Eisley in there, though.
There isn't, but they will.
That's what I'm saying. But they how many were new in Mos Eisley? Wasn't there 8, 10? There was a pretty good amount of new in there. It's not unprecedented. I don't know.
Are they? I mean, hey, Sean. I mean, I want
everybody in the key scene. Look, minus the ones that come with the Sarlacc, because I understand. If you want that Lando, you got to get that. I understand that, but I want like him and his little crew assembled in there at the very least.
Yeah, we need that 3-eyed guy. That Reese guy. We need Max Rebo.
That is going to be like, holy hell.
Well, here. I guess, Sean, I'll ask you this: would you right now? You can make the decision. Lego comes to you. They're like, hey, what would you rather have? For your Master Builder series, Jabba sail barge, would you rather have a Jabba or a Slave Leia?
Jabba. You can't have a set with the guy's name on it without the guy in it. Like, let's just go down to basics here. That is crazy. That's crazy.
Are you is everyone in agreement? I mean, even Shy, Sean, everyone in the chat, if they don't put Slave Leia in, either the promo or the actual barge.
No, you asked me now you're changing it a little. You asked me, do I want her? Of course, but like,
well, no, okay, that was a whole different question. I was just asking pound for pound, but I'm asking now in general. I mean, if they truly don't put Slave Leia in this set, in October in the promo or the actual barge, is this basically telling us that like we will just factually never get another one of her? Like maybe until 30 years from now when they change, maybe like so, but like for a foreseeable 25, 30 years, probably not.
I mean, you're going way out there, but I think foreseeable for me would be maybe 5 or 10 years. Yeah, it has to be, right? Because what else are they going to do it unless they hold it back But see, you don't know what they're thinking. They're like, well, it's going to sell who it's going to sell to either way, and then we'll release that in a play set in 3 years.
Yo, I just thought about this. What if they give us a hollowed out barge to then give us a diorama next year of like
All
the
the things in
actual? Well, yeah, of like the actual, like, Jabba on the thing with Slave Leia on him, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Salacious B. Crumb on his shoulder. Like what if they
Or
actually give us that so you can slide into
slide
the
it in?
barge? Yeah, you can slide into it.
It'd be the biggest dick move ever.
I mean, that would be 3 different sets you gotta buy. You
That
gotta
would
buy the.
suck if the barge retires and then, you have to- and then those sets come out.
Here's the only thing I would take if they don't give me the big fig Jabba. Okay, human Jabba.
OG right there, dude.
Just for the
Old
twist, I want
school.
human Jabba from the director's cut. I'd give him a partial.
I would clap my hands on that one, actually.
Dude, because Shy, you wouldn't line up for a.
I actually would, though.
Would you drop the 500s to get human jobs? I would.
I would.
Tyler, do you even know what I'm talking about?
I do, yeah.
Okay,
I-
well, I don't know.
That actually would be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Tyler, come on, that'd be
It's gonna piss off a lot of people,
the
though.
century if they did. Everyone's over here talking Jedi Bob. That's cool. Human jobs. Dude.
Yes.
That he's fat. He's having a good time. Human
I
jobs.
mean, it would be funny, and look, I mean, it would 100% piss off legitimately everyone.
No, it wouldn't. Shy would line up. I'd line up. We're at 66% on this panel.
Okay. Well, I mean, hey, it wouldn't piss me off either. Since
I mean, they're
I'm
not wrong. They're not like out of context. I mean, this is a thing.
Human jobs. This would be the time to break something like that out. I mean, think about it. How many times have they done stuff like unexpected? There is something called surprising and delighting your customers that Lego could do a little bit more. And I think that would be the craziest. That'd be so rad. I'd rather have that than my 30th Skiff Lando.
There you go, Calvin.
See, Calvin's there.
Calvin's aboard. We're really aging ourselves, guys.
Human Jabba. You know what? That's gonna be a co-feature of this Barge Boys initiative that we're starting.
I hope if they don't,
The shirt,
custom does.
Tyler, that's coming, which we're gonna make in tank top form because Ryan said he'd wear it, is gonna have human jobs on it. That's been decided. It's not a game to me, and now I really want that figure. Shy, if there's a custom out there, point me to it.
I got you.
45. I'll go on that thing.
Hey, it's the next figure coming to M&R shop.
Swift 40. Is it really? He's doing human jobs? Oh.
I don't know. I'm convinced him. Tell him to.
Oh, please. He'd be like, I'd rather put any other clone in there than
He made a Darth Ray. How come he wouldn't make a
human
job?
Human job. Look at this. People are. I mean, look, we're at home court here. And
Anyone born after 99 is thinking WTF.
I'm just saying, dude. All right, human jobs, GWP, with like a little something.
At least it's a minifigure.
That would make you go day one.
Oh, dude. Anything human job that'll be dope. I mean,
we're talking about an HJ here, okay? Come on, Tyler. You don't want an HJ? Is that what you're telling me right now?
I guess it's because according to Brent that I was born in 2000 that I'm not fully understanding the humor here. I guess that's my problem. My love for HJ ain't as strong as your guys's.
You don't know human Jabba, and you expect me to know 8,000 different variety of clone, and you don't know human Renee Jabba.
I guess I don't. I mean, hold up. Are we talking about the same thing?
Oh my God, he doesn't know human Jabba.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. What do you mean? Heck yeah. From A New Hope. Yeah.
That's a good point. Mos Eisley Cantina bartender is basically human Jabba. That's a good point. I never thought about that. Guys, give a W for HJ out there, if you will.
HJ all the way.
Enjoy HJs. Then let's do that. All right, boys. With that, it was a fun show. You know what I mean? We went around the world Tyler came in. I love seeing his spirit back. Him talking about Lego Star Wars. He was, 3 or 4. Him going to Rick Grimes' butthole land was just like a 5,000. There he is.
I mean, why do you think I got a cardboard cutout of him in my living room, man?
What the?
It's not even in the playroom. It's in your living room. Okay.
Hey, but it's an original cutout from Hot
I
Topic.
love when anybody
2016,
loves
so it's
anything
just
so
different.
much. I'm over here supporting it. I'm just quickly saying, not necessarily for me, but I'll give it a chance for you. And you won't even back me with probably the coolest idea that Lego Star Wars would never have, which is to make a GD human Jabba.
Hey man, start a campaign.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Ryan how he did that.
Yo, Sean, really, really quick. I just want to show these off. Really, really quick.
Music's playing. Go ahead.
Here. So I got Morgan Jones,
Is that
custom.
Michonne? Who is this?
No, Morgan from a season 5 outfit. This is from Eclipse Graphics. This one's also from Eclipse right here. Carol in her Terminus outfit.
Oh yeah, Carol.
I've got who's this, Sean? Where you left off?
Negan.
Yeah. Got Negan.
You cannot abbreviate that name.
Then season 2
Daryl
Daryl right here.
Dawkins. I know who that is. Daryl Dawkins.
Daryl Dawkins.
It's a basketball player. You wouldn't understand.
All right, that's all I got.
All right, boys. It's a good time. We're running out of song here, but we're two great friends. These are always so much fun. Shy Time is my time. Go check out his new channel, Sitting on a Stoop. Might see some more of your boys on there in the future. And for Tyler from Life Bricks for coming by and providing that much needed energy for hour 3. It was kind of like bringing someone off the bench, bombing 10 threes, and he just walks off to the locker room. So we will see you right here next week because we are a couple of brickheads.